A while back, I played a game called Fractal Block World, and I've decided to graciously compile the entire journey into this movie for your viewing pleasure. You could also say that I'm recycling content and trying to get a second chance with the YouTube algorithm, and I would say you are absolutely right. Anyway, this audio-visual showcase contains my adventure to kill the devil, find the key to the universe, and beat Fractal Block World, all the while suffering from a migraine. Enjoy. Have you heard of fractals? You know those shapes you can keep zooming into forever? That's a really oversimplified and kind of terrible way to describe them, but I'm not going to get into it. Now imagine if someone made a game based around that and made it way more confusing than it needed to be. Welcome to Fractal Block World. You may have caught a glimpse of this game somewhere, and from the surface, it looks incomprehensible. However, that's only mostly true. As much as I hate to say it, I sort of understand it now, and I might be hooked. Anyway, enjoy my first experience figuring out whatever this game is. Ashlocks is my name. Ash for short if we want to be casual, but we're not that great of friends yet. Alright. Okay, that's the movement. I'm just a floating entity. Tab is toggle rocket mode. Okay. And these are our upgrades. Okay, I think let's just figure it out as we go. Welcome to Fractal Block World. To win the game, you must rescue your friend Kay, who is trapped inside this Fractal Block World. They can only be released with a key to the universe. This item is guarded by an inner core. You must find one of these and then get past it to get the key. Put your crosshair on the black text box. Press F. F is the use key. This is a text box. Okay. You can use red rings to become larger, and you can use green rings to become smaller. Great. When you shrink, the world changes. What was once a block becomes a chunk of blocks. However, to see the changes, you need to be close enough. For example, the black cube in the middle of the blue wall has a tunnel through it. You just need to be small. Okay. Welcome to Fractal Block World. Well, here we are. I can save my game. Good. Darn it. If you ever want to go back to Happy Land, just shrink here and enter the Happy Land block. Simple enough. In normal mode, the purple cat damaged you is multiplied by 50% and damage you deal is multiplied by 200. Okay. I guess let's go. Alright, we are in... What peak are we playing now? Alright. This game is too intense for me? Nah. There's no music. You may have noticed. If you shrink and go to the ground, you'll find a Ying forest. Okay. Great. Well, I'll go smaller. Alright. What are you? A goblin. Okay. We're officially playing the game. Let's go smaller. Let's go smaller again. Let's go smaller again. And smaller. And smaller. And smaller. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Alright. You need an upgrade for this weapon first. Ugh. Alright. There's more text than gameplay. It'll get better. Okay, never mind. Let's go here. This is... Oh, armor. Nice. Then I can go deeper. Right now you are in a gray cube called a Ying air cube. These gray cubes are found within Ying forest air. Alright. Good to know. Well, there's gotta be something in here if I keep going. Ugh. Got him. One place you can find small yellow flowers is growing on the branches of Ying trees. You will not, however, find them on the ground of a Ying forest. If you go inside a small yellow flower and just send through the dungeon, you'll see ying trees growing on the sides of an inverted pyramid. At the bottom, you'll find a gray cube. The cube likely contains an upgrade to improve your plasma weapon. Okay. Alright. I understand. It is wise to find a place with a respawn point next to a waypoint. A Ying World gated community is such a place. This is an island surrounded by yellow electric fences. It can be found as one of the big islands in the Ying World. The island contains several small cannon pyramids as well as other amenities, including a library which talks about the Ying World. To gain access to the village, you must get a key by defeating a boss that lives underneath the island. Your YouTube feed is full of this game. You may have issues. Okay, flying through a Ying forest to find small yellow flowers can be tedious. There's something called a jumbo yellow flower, where if you complete all of its dungeon layers, you'll find a patch of 5 small yellow flowers. I got an extra 10% health. Thanks. Is this what it's like to be like bacteria? Mao. Okay, now let's go look for some flowers, I guess. My head. I didn't realize mental institutions had like a game development course in them. How small can I get? I assume infinitely. Oh, this is new. Oh gosh, ow. That's a troll with a lot of health. Get me out of here. Okay, I flew too close to the sun. Okay. Well, that was fruitful. Now that I have a better idea of what I'm doing, what is this? Welcome to the noob maze. There are no monsters in this maze. It is here to help you learn how to fly around. Okay, that's not entirely useful to me. This game does have music support, it just needs to be modded in. Great. Let's find those flowers, I guess. This looks cannon damage. Hey, look at that. We found something. Great. There's a lot of text around here. Random health upgrade. All right. Cool. Okay, so I can use that to travel, of course. That makes sense. I'm understanding that. You're getting nausea from this? I am getting a headache. I won't lie. I'm getting a slight headache from this game. This looks promising. Who's attacking me? Stop. Okay. This is a noob maze flower. Get treasures from these flowers if you are not powerful enough to finish anything else. Okay. Alright. Who's attacking me? What? Fine. I guess we'll go through a noob maze. Ugh, no. Why? This is... well... Here's down. Oh wow, we can really go down here. There we go. The noob maze has been complete.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Step 1, save your game at the save point, get the treasure, then save your game again. Okay. This is a smart order in which to do things. This game is like... It's explaining it to me like, this is the first game I've ever played my entire life. Didn't get lost for a second. That's right. Alright, noob flower complete. Ow. He's shooting me. What is this? Depth 5. What happens when you go too deep? I don't know. Genuinely, what is the purpose? Cannon has an OP alt fire? Oh. Great, good to know. You're getting dizzy? Why? What possesses someone to do this? Oh, my game is jittering a little bit. Ugh. CIA developed this to mess with autists. I was caught in the crossfire. Oh my gosh, finally! Don't shoot me, I finally found my freaking flower, dude. Oh my gosh, stop. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Why does it keep me moving in the last direction I was moving? I found the flower and I died. Okay. Wow, it took me that long to find it the first time and now here it is, Are you the guardian? Die. Got him. Let me in. Okay. Save. Here we go. This is our first official dungeon, everyone. Let's go. Good. Good. Here. 100 health. 25 shells. Plasma. Okay. Dangerous shrink. Okay. This is a marine. It's killing me. Somehow. I don't understand. I mean, I do to a degree, and I think that's what bothers me more is I do understand to a degree. But oh yeah, tons of shells out here. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's the problem. See, I was going in there, guns blazing. How long does this game take to complete? Can you complete this game? Is that an achievable thing to do? Okay, let's be careful. These light marines are pretty tough. Yeah. Both. Luckily they drop shells. It's not all doom and gloom. Genuinely, what is harming me? Do they harm me by looking at me? I gotta keep my distance. Why am I taking damage? Around 200 hours to beat this game. Okay. Oh, there's good stuff here. Armor, okay. Shield, good. Okay. 200-hour stream, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. I still am not quite sure how these guys are attacking me. My health just seems to be getting lower, but that's fine. No, guys, this game is not super complicated. Look, see, now we're going further into the dungeon. You can fly through the one-way cubes to the treasure room. This is the treasure room, everyone. Ow. Message from your friend Kay. I am trapped in this fractal I forgot we were looking for them. I am trapped in this fractal block world. I can feel how my mind has changed. The folds of my brain are bent and twisted over the jagged edges of the fractal blocks. You must find a key to the universe to release me. I have learned that you can acquire one where you find inner cores. These inner cores guard the keys. Please save me.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Looks like I don't quite have these weapons unlocked, but hey, there we go, first dungeon. My plasma weapon has been upgraded. Good stuff. There's got to be some sort of shop around, right? Oh, that's different. That's different. Now this is something else. This is a small black flower, and it is a 4-floor maze. Each layer is 7 by 7. The maze has no cycles in it. The monsters are not challenging, but the maze is time-consuming. If you keep shrinking, going deeper and deeper into the bottom of a Ying World forest, you'll find interesting things. Let's see, Ying Forest, Ying Air, Gray Cube, Black Flower, Small Yellow Flower, New Flower, Totem Pole, Waypoint. And, right, so the Gray Cube turns into another Ying Forest. All these turn back, okay. I understand. The menace has been dealt with. How are you attacking me? Oh no. It's a marine, it's not a light marine. Okay, we got him anyway. Thank goodness. This is a 7 by 7, by the way. Not sure what commentary I could offer about this game. Level 3, baby. Whatever that does for me. You know, I could be playing other games. I'll have some interesting dreams tonight. My dreams tonight might actually be less interesting. This might be tame compared to whatever I usually concoct. Is there a pretty big community around this game? This seems like something that would have a surprisingly large one of mentally unwell individuals. Oh, it's a heavy marine. Watch out. Got him. Other games? Why would I play anything else? You're right. You're right. What is hurting me? Can any Fractal Block expert explain how enemies hurt you? I already told you guys about my dream last time that involved me working at the anime cafe and having my chest hair ripped out. Do the projectiles just move really fast? That's what it looks like to me. The enemies shoot projectiles so fast you sometimes can't see them. Nice. This game is really good. I do question the sound decisions of this game. Ow, my ears. I don't know why that is so loud compared to everything else. What's happening? I'm flying around in Fractal Block World, trying to clear a black flower bloom in the Ying forest, to whom it may concern. Bloom. And it's really engaging, really entertaining. I have a headache, actually, which is nice. I didn't even know that was a feature of this game. It's quite a nice surprise. This feels like a baby sensory video. You wanna know something? I have baby cousins now that we babysit occasionally. I have to go in there sometimes and be like, what are the kids watching? There's so many strange kids videos out there. It feels wrong. I'm sure there's probably nothing wrong with it, but it's just the vibes are off. Like there's like these kids videos. They use these like weird like ball pit ball objects, and it's clearly like they've rendered it, but they use so many objects. It's like an explosion of like balls. It's like a counting game or something, and like the number explodes into the ball pit balls, and there's so many being loaded that like the video frames drop. Oh, explosion of balls? Alright, pause. Oh, whatever. If I were a VTuber, I would look over at my chat, I would freaking anime soy face and go, did I just say that? Oh my gosh, hits my head, a hand on my head, looks around, sweats, looks at the gun pointed to my head. Oh, oh guys, wow, I made something that could have been seen as dirty, completely unintentionally, by the way. All these sexual jokes that I was gonna say borderline sexual, not even borderline. Oh my gosh. Man, I wish I had some other avenue of being funny, but I just can't come up with anything. Darn. Anyway, please look at the rigging on my model now and become unhealthily attached to me and give me money. I will surely not take advantage of individuals that I know are possibly very parasocially addicted to me. Anyway. How did I just perfectly describe everything you hate about VTubers? Well, guess what, buddy? You're not on my level. You wanna know something? You're not on my level. I hate on such a deep level. Oh my gosh. Yes. Inevitably on those videos, like the buff cat, you know, getting washed up on a island with like a baby and like nursing the baby to health and into adulthood, then it builds a boat and sails off or whatever. Inevitably there's always like actual lobotomite, homunculite infants, fetuses, or like super old people that are like, oh, this was so beautiful. It's like, oh no! I don't think I've vocally ranted about VTubers on a stream yet. I know I've definitely ranted in my Discord and in voice calls. I don't know if that's a community that I want to tackle. I'm gonna be like the Punisher or like Daredevil. I don't know. No, definitely the Punisher. I will be like brutally killing them. But no VTuber is free from sin, in my eyes. And yet, why do I want to collaborate with them? Explain that to me. Why am I also so interested in them? I'm intrigued by them. The little creatures. I just want to prod and poke their brains. Because they are creatures to me. Just to get that straight, I see them as like animals. Little lab rats that I can use for my own amusement. We're animals too? You guys might be. I think I'm a little higher up on the intellectual chain, as it were. Yet here I am playing this game. I might need to reconsider that. Opposites attract. Yeah, I'm a good content creator attracted to bad content creators. Let me ruin the bit for a second, guys. I need to clarify that I don't actually dislike VTubers. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You don't know if this can be considered a game. There's no goal or like substance. It's an elaborate time-wasting simulation. Well, it's certainly elaborate. Oh, look at all these upgrades and gold. Wow. This game would fall more under art enjoyment instead of gameplay. Well, I don't know how much I'm enjoying this. I've been flying around in a dungeon maze, shooting balls. Oh, is that the treasure room? Oh my gosh. Alright, my enjoyment just shot up a lot. There's a fly going around me that is really annoying. Like I'm cross-eyed right now. I'm holding up Sporkadoy and I'm so distracted. Oh my gosh. Dude, just get somewhere and stay. There we go. Oh, that was treasure room. This freaking fly has ADHD. There we go. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh, that is a lot of, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yes, that's what I needed. Upgrade station. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's see, let's upgrade. Praying for this fly to be smited by God. It's, oh my gosh, dude, go away. Go away. Anywhere except my screen. The secret farmhouse can be found at the end of the Burlington City combination locked. This is a very advanced secret. I would hate to see what this game considers advanced. Here we are. There's Marines everywhere! Quick, get me in. Ugh. Oh my gosh, there's... Oh, this is like crack. Yes. Good luck with the schizophrenia. Dude, this is a normal game. Let's try out the laser. Oh, is that an insta? Is that a hit scan? Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. That's perfect. Message from your friend Kay. I entered this fractal block world out of my own curiosity. I wanted an inner world to exist below normal scientifically testable reality. I searched for it for years without success. Even if I entered it, I knew I could probably never prove to someone else that I was in it. I wasn't looking for a formal proof that it existed, but I thought I could know for sure that I was there. That would be enough for me. Then one day, while looking at a yin-yang symbol on some bulletin board, I felt something or another world nudge me from the yang exposed world to the yin hidden world. It put me into a ying world, part of this fractal block world. The ying world is a gateway into the broader hidden world of this strange universe. And then I suppose it should be called the yin world, not the ying world, but what are you gonna do? Sorry, what was I saying earlier? Something about the internet. Right. There's just this thing with the internet now, and I don't know if it's just a thing with this generation or the people on the internet or the way the internet is. But I feel like the increase in, how do I put this lightly? How do I put this nicely without offending anyone? There's been an increase in easy humor. I'll call it easy humor. I don't know. That sounds fine to say. Oh, there's one of these right here. Easy humor. Especially with like VTubers and stuff, and certain other streamers, but mainly VTubers. One day I didn't know I unlocked the minigun. And it's this sense of humor that's like, oh, there I am, out into the world now. It's like I say something and it's like mildly, it could be interpreted to be like a sexual innuendo. And then I pog face and I look at chat and go, I didn't mean to say that, oh my gosh. And chat is erupting in like Pepe's, and it's like, it makes me tired. I don't know. It's just that caliber of thing. VTubers are really bad at saying that, oh, I just said something like out of pocket or like sexual or vaguely sexual, and then being like, I don't know, I guess expecting like an oh my gosh reaction out of it. And it's like, I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. It's so on the nose. Lazy? I don't know, guys. Here, I found a pyramid. Small cannon pyramid. There's a treasure room at the very top that contains upgrades to encrypt. Oh yeah, cannon. Yeah, bland and repetitive. Too much, too little. It's like the VTuber says mating press on something, and it's like, holy crap, that's so funny. It's so funny. The joke is sex. Good job. You said the word or phrase that everybody else said to be funny. Good job. There was nothing. There was no thought out. There's nothing thought out. There's no witty thought process or anything. Whenever I watch content, I want intellectual stimulation, and I can imagine someone being like, "Oh my gosh, did he just say the word stimulation?" And then going off of that, right? That's the kind of lowbrow we're dealing with here. I guess there's nothing wrong if you enjoy that. People are allowed to find whatever they want funny. It's all subjective. I just, I'm not a fan. I don't know, I think the best humor is whenever you're going off something in a creative way. It kills me when someone like just asks you to do a joke and it's like, I can't just, there's no good jokes you can do that are just like, here's a joke. You know, it has to be within the context of something else, right? The joke is the baby I'm nurturing. The context is the milk from my teat, you know? And you see that was an inappropriate joke, but I like to think it felt different. I'll never say that I don't use inappropriate humor because that would be a lie. There we go. Any dad joke is better than a Gen Z one. I would wager they're just all bad. And also, I'm Generation Z, which means you're telling me that all my jokes are bad? Wow. Okay, well, the stream's over. The plot thickens, I guess. I don't know what GGS means still. I've still never figured that out, so I'm just gonna assume it means good golly, Sonny. And I don't know why you guys say that so often, but... Oh my gosh, that minigun, gosh. Collapse Spirit is no more.
I am no more.
That was a really... out of every combination of words I could have used. What a coincidence. Okay, good game? No, GGS. What does GGS mean? I know GG means good game. What is GGS? What's the S on the end? Is it good game Sunny? Good game salutations? Good game sucks? Okay. I've reached the end. The Omega. The conclusion to this story. Never mind. The plot thickens. Don't shoot me. Oh. Yes. Just good games? GGS just means good games? Why would you say that? Why would you say good games over just good game? Why have we decided to extend good... GG never needed to be GGS. Why? This room contains the small 3x3 islands, the Ying Cave Islands, that you can find... Okay, great. Thanks for letting me know. Well, I do know... I do need to go into these Ying Cave Islands, I do know that. I'm at this place? What are you guys talking about? Yeah, I'm at this place, I guess. There are caves inside this Ying Cave Island. Great. In the first layer of detail, you can find yellow treasure rooms called Layer 1 treasure rooms. There's a chance that one of these will allow you to shrink, and if you shrink one more time and go through the pipe layer, you enter Layer 2 treasure rooms. You can explore the caves outside these treasure rooms to find yellow Layer 3 treasure rooms, which are special because there you can get upgrades for your laser weapon. Finally, the green cubes you can find on that layer are actually Layer 4 treasure rooms, which are special because there you can get health and minigun upgrade. Okay. Into the caves we go. Oh, these are caves. If you wish to reach the finer layers, you must find a treasure chunk that contains shrinking rings. The further down you travel, the more common they are. Beware of spider air. I will beware of spider air. Plenty of cannon damage upgrades. Pretty happy about that. Hopefully we don't see any spider air anytime soon. Am I the only... Was I in the dark about this? Why do people keep joining and being like, oh my gosh, Fractal Block World? I don't think anything in this game has needed to elicit that reaction. I don't know, maybe once I see spider air, I'll change my mind. I don't know if there's anything else in these caves, I'm not gonna lie. Not a lot of people streaming this game, probably. I really cannot imagine why not. I think we might have reached the limit of this doggone Fractal Block Ying Island cave. As it were. Now how the hell do I get out of here? Okay, let's try another cave. There really needs to be some kind of music in this game. Okay, so I need to find one of these that has a shrinker. There's gotta be one around. There's gotta be, oh yes. Yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. We can go deeper into these mines. Doggone it. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Is that spider air? No, it's a null. Thank goodness. tough little beasties, aren't they? Oh, and lucky. Oh wait, watch. Ooh, I can go inside here. Fly! Oh my gosh, dude! Only around my face. What is wrong with you? The window does not have focus. I know. Just hush and calm yourself, little baby. Yes! It goes deeper than we ever imagined. Yes! My laser damage increased. Oh, more? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Message from your friend Kay. When I first entered the hidden world with my mind, it was like someone had flipped a light switch, but soon I learned how to flip the switch myself. I could turn the extra meaning I perceived around me on and off. When I needed to focus on the immediate, I would turn the hidden world off. When I wanted to relax and explore the universe, I would turn the hidden world on. Okay, man. Alright. Now we're having some fun, aren't we? Let's go ahead and shrink again. I don't know why they make meowing noises. Okay. Now we're going somewhere. Ooh. There's a buy station here. Cool. Let's shrink, why don't we, so we can go deeper. I can't imagine how this game was programmed. Are those ying trees? Don't tell me. Don't tell me it all wraps back around. Is anyone's head hurt yet? Maybe? What are you? Oh no, this is spider air! Get me out of the spider air. No! They're attacking way too fast. Oh my gosh. Red, give me red. No! We were so far. These are the best places to find plasma velocity upgrades. The Orc Caves in Botany Labs. Guys, I don't know how long I can keep doing this for. We'll try again. We'll try again. No one's forcing me to play this. That's the worst part, too. Don't tell me that. It's easier on my brain if I think I'm being forced to. Like you guys are just holding a gun to my head. To think I would waste my time of my own volition. But hey, is it wasting time if you're having fun? No. And let's just say I am wasting time. There we go. It's easy. It's easy. Am I having fun? What am I playing? Both good questions. I don't even know how to answer right now. Alright, let's go on the... Alright, here's the treasure. Here's the treasure. Railgun damage, mini... Oh my gosh. And a secret trophy. There we go. There's a waypoint, everyone. There's the letter B. I got a secret trophy for spider air. That's a rare achievement. Not a lot of people have gotten that. This is a blue bubble gauntlet. Within the many layers of the green cube below is a blue bubble. These bubbles house the botany labs of SN1907A. Oh, I need to go here. I need to kill the orcs in the botany labs. How convenient. Tau Cave Moon. Let's see about this. Guys, I'm getting intrigued. I'm getting kind of into this. A collapsed angel. Oh my gosh. I might... oh no. This is so awesome. Now this is easy, because look, we can travel to baby spider air. And so let's not shrink too much, because there are, collapsed angels around. Much to my dismay. But what are you? It's a small goon, okay. Oh, no. I got bronze armor. Thank the Lord. There's imps in here. That's scary, right? What's so funny? Why am I giggling and kicking my feet? Well, smiles proudly at my rotund belly. Looks at my big feet. You know what? I don't know. I guess I'm having a really fun time. And this fly. Oh my gosh. I wish this fly was like a sentient human being. An immortal sentient human being that I could tie down and torture. I would put a drill into its eyes. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Speaking of flies, My house has been like really mosquito infested constantly, and it's horrible because I'm allergic to mosquitoes. There we go, the real treasure room. Oh, we've unlocked rockets. Great. Right now you're in the treasure room of a Stony Cave 1. Stony Air, part of main branch. Stony Church, Mossy Air. Okay, great. Oh yeah. If I had the option, blue bubble. This is a Stony Air Cave 2. The probability that it appears at the bottom of the Stony Air Cave is proportional to the size of the Stony Air Cave 1. Dude, the thing is, I understand what you're saying, but there's so many simpler ways to like say what you're saying or like sum it up. You don't need to do whatever it is you're doing. You don't need to do it. Anyway, if I could like torture all flies and mosquitoes forever, then yes, I would do such a thing. And let me go into that further as I go into Stony Cave level 2. Stony Air Cave 2. So mosquitoes, right? I'm always of the mind where I'm like, I hate mosquitoes, I don't want them to exist. You know, you can say this, and if someone will come out and be like, hey, but they serve this role in the ecosystem. And I'm going to combat every single one of those points, okay? 1. People are like, oh, they serve as food for other things, right? I cannot think of something that specifically only feeds on mosquitoes or mosquito larvae that couldn't just find something else to eat. People swap between, oh, the environment is like really adaptable and can adjust and like niches will be filled. And then they also say like, oh, but if this one specific thing that you don't like happens to stop existing, the entire ecosystem will collapse. It's like, are mosquitoes necessary or not? Like, we have pollinators. Anytime I say I don't like any bug, someone's like, oh, but they're a pollinator. It's like, if they're all pollinators, we can spare one being dead, clearly. What niche does a mosquito fill that can't be filled by anything else? Oh, it goes around, it makes you itchy, and it bites you. And it sucks your blood. And maybe in the process, maybe it immunizes things, right? Maybe. I don't think being an annoying bloodsucker that makes your skin itch is a niche that needs to be filled. If they all died, I think the environment would be fine. Stuff would find other things to eat. I'm either told flip-flop, the environment is fragile and will collapse if this one thing goes missing, or the environment is actually really adaptable and niches will be filled. Like, pick one. I just hate mosquitoes. I will stand by the opinion that if they didn't exist, if all mosquitoes were dead, the environment would be fine. And you want to know something? There are different species of mosquitoes. I'm specifically talking about the ones that are like common and suck my blood. If that species or species went missing, I think they would be fine. I think we'd all be fine. Okay, here, we're out. That rant lasted me to the end. Luckily, we can keep going. Oh, thank goodness. It's okay to be very scared of bugs. I've told you all that I don't like bugs. You want to know the one bug that I'm not afraid of is, for sure, mosquitoes. Because they're everywhere. I'm so used to them. I'm desensitized to them. I'm not scared of mosquitoes. This is different. I'm not scared of them. I hate them on a personal level. Do you understand that? I want this to be clear. This is quicksand grass. There's usually no way to escape from here. Okay. It's a dangerous shrink, but I will do it for you. Blue. Perfect. This is a quicksand grass basement. Use your EMP and mini nukes. I think I might be a little underprepared for this. I have neither EMP nor nukes. There's a funny thing down there for me. Well, alright, if you say so. I do like funny things. Definitely not that lamprey that Noah was talking about. That's probably gonna kill me. Let's see. Ow. 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 You told me there would be something funny, and I'm not laughing. Okay, what's over here? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here, I wanna pay toll. What? Wait, is this an up? What is this? I've never been here before. How did I have this? This is the stable singleton's room. This room has copies of some of the areas of the world, so it is easy to come back to them later. For example, when you enter I-1 and eventually reach a Williston city, you can touch an item which unlocks a door in the I-1 block here. That block contains a copy of I-1. Okay. What is this? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Give it shrink. 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 No. Okay. Oh my gosh, the damage output is insane. Will I play this again? If the video comes out and people want to see me play it, it'll be considered. It'll be considered. I'm reluctant to call this a game. I just realized I haven't been recording this whole time. I really am curious to know what the person that made this game is like, because it's hard for me to imagine that the person that made this game exists. I would find it much more believable that this game just is kind of just here and gets updates from the universe, because I have a hard time understanding how a human would come about to making something like this. Lost media? Yeah, the first 5 minutes of the stream are lost media. It's the most boring piece of lost media to exist. Well, luckily I won't have to like cut out any of those like heinous, hateful, and like really discriminatory and like ignorant things I said, you know, in the beginning of the stream. So, oof, wife's brow. Bullet dodged, right? That's how many upgrades I have? Gosh. I like the laser. Oh, this is the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack. It's kind of like one of the best soundtracks ever, and you're gonna see that as we listen to more of it, but it's whatever. It's only like one of the best, one of the most inspiring soundtracks ever. Well, I think we've reached the end of this. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, what is going on here? What are you? Thank goodness the plot thickens. Map, you are here. Gee, thanks. Oh, these demons have health. Oh my gosh, particles? I never thought I'd see them. There's a random max ammo upgrade here, but not for your laser. Why'd you have to specify that? What's wrong with... Why? Okay, well anyway. Oops, what? Gosh, is that moving? We're entering a whole new world here. Oh my gosh. Non-piercing scourge? Oh no. That's damage. Ow. You didn't even know I had health. It's a bit difficult to keep up with everything going on in this game on occasion. There's a lot. Yeah, the sound design in the game is really good. Might be helpful to take a couple of courses on chaotic systems and fractional dimensionality if I'm struggling to understand the game. Well, I had kind of considered it. Let's see if I can get through here before I pass away, as I'm being constantly lasered. Oh no! Now this looks dangerous. That is a baby spider. Oh gosh, I might die. Oh, this is a war of attrition. Okay. The game becomes a lot more bearable and understandable if you just view it as a game where you float around and shoot at orbs, and it just has a really confusing AI and progression system. UI. The AI is not too complicated. It's like, great, I float around and I've got different little guns I can use, and oh yeah. You have to simplify it for yourself. Don't overcomplicate it. Oh, there we go. I got it. Oh, this was an apple tree. Could have fooled me. This game's gonna unload a whole new amount of vocal stems. You know, I was talking to my sister about this the other day. Me and her listen to a lot of EDM, and we generally listen to like the same songs and share them with each other. You know, a lot of EDM songs have the voice clips, sound clips, and some of them just happen to be kind of funny. And so, Dangerous Grow, interesting. I'll do some dangerous blow. So we've gotten to the point now to where we have these like EDM song sound clip vocal stems that we say at each other. I want out of here, dude. All the sound effects were made by the game developer's wife. You're telling me the guy that made this game is an adult with a wife? That's really depressing to hear, actually. That just makes me feel bad about myself. There's a married person doing this. What are you? What? No, this has valuable information, I'm sure. I am in Stony Air. This is part of the main branch. If you continue all the way down the main branch, you'll find an inner core. Okay, gotcha. That's good. That's good to know. I need to enter the yellow cubes. And there's no small goons are gonna hold me back from getting there. Give me this. Ah, you... Are all of you gonna place a barrier above me? Gosh darn it. That's sick and twisted, dude. I'm curious. I wanna see what all this orange stuff is all about. Surely I can enter this, right? Well, obviously. So, let's see. Orange, part of the main branch. So, outer crust goes into Ying Air, then to outer crust B, then to outer mantle. So, blue bubbles is the main branch. And Huntington. I kind of want to go to Huntington because there's all these towns I've heard of, these places. I want to go to Huntington. So, there's a rebel. Oh, I shake my finger at the rebel. But also I admire him for his confidence, his independence, if you will. Arch Menace Male. Gotcha. Message from SN1987. The Bite of 87. While exploring inner space, I discovered a remarkable object, an infinity flower. It has complex inner structure. Furthermore, I believe that it contains an inner core. Wow. Complex in the context of this game? That's worrying. 1/8 of the time there will be a rocket radius upgrade here as opposed to a rocket damage upgrade. Okay, well, thanks for the info. Here, can I have a nuke? Well, there goes my ears. I didn't even know I unlocked that. I just kind of fly through picking things up and don't really even process it. Luckily I leveled up. That might have escaped some of you, that subtle sound cue of leveling up, but I heard it. You and your like infinite range and instant transmission attack. What? Gosh darn it. I'm not touching the keyboard, by the way. This game is making me sweat, gosh. So I don't think I can take on the collapsed angels just yet. I'm a little... yeah. I really gotta start using some of these alternate fires, because I'm just... Oh, that damages me, okay. Is that poison, I guess? Okay. Well, this place is a pain to navigate, so that means there's probably something good in here. That's generally how this game works. The more annoying it is to find my way out of here, the more reward I'll probably get for doing so. Or this is just how this is, because... I don't know. The developer is a special kind of, mental. The one saving grace about this game is that up and down is consistent. If up and down wasn't consistent, I would be vomiting everywhere. More so than I am. This is one of those games that kind of makes me motion sick to the point that I start sweating. It's not an amazing feeling, really. I can't imagine what it is about this game that my brain finds so disagreeable. There's a setting that makes the up and down not consistent. Oh, perfect. If I wanted to make my experience any worse. There we go. There's a biblical fly. Okay, well, I think I'm not gonna be able to get through here. Yeah, just not ready for the biblical flies, I guess. You enjoy this game? I do have a question. Whenever you say you enjoy the game, and there's a lot of people that enjoy this game, I have to ask, what do you enjoy about it? I don't mean that in any kind of like rude way, I just mean like, you know, genuinely, what's your favorite aspect of it? Is it the, you know, the feeling of going around grabbing upgrades and like progressively just like, you know, stacking stats? Is it obviously the shrinking and growing mechanic is cool, but how engaging is this to you? Is it the sound effects? I would understand that. Plur. Plur. Oh, thank goodness, just some regular old goblins. If I keep moving down in the direction at the size you are now, you'll reach the center of the flower. The center of the flower contains a Tau moon cave. Huh. That's exactly what I wanted. I have to wonder what the thought process behind some of the progression is, because I'm gonna say something. The game actually is more complicated than it needs to be. And I think that was intentional, which in a way I do kind of appreciate. But it's like, the way that some of it's worded and the instructions you're given and like the goals you're given to pursue, even disregarding the fact that it's like a Fractal Block World and like the way the mechanics work with everything and like getting smaller. Even disregarding that, it's a confusing game. What's the purple cat for? Oh, that's my difficulty. That's just that's the indicator for the difficulty I'm on, obviously. It's like, let's program something and make it like confusing and a headache to navigate, but then at the same time, actively try and double down on that as much as I can. And you know what? I appreciate that. I'm just gonna keep it going down. No way this developer is sober. Yeah, he definitely... Then actually, no, I can't even make that joke. You'd have to be like 10 degrees of sober to have the mental capacity to program any of this. Actually, you know what? You know that guy that like got high and like blueprinted an entire like plane or jet and didn't remember any of it? That's the only way I could imagine this game came about. I don't know, this guy walked into a mushroom circle or something and this game was what walked out of it. Do you think this guy has a healthy marriage? That's not a slight at him. I'm just genuinely curious. I'm not implying he has a bad one. I think whether his marriage is good or not, I don't know what would be more surprising given this game. A toxic relationship couldn't produce this. Are you trying to tell me this game was made with any kind of love surrounding him? Oh, finally. Blah. Well, here we are. There's the Tau Cave Moon. I don't know. I'm still kind of the opinion that this game is just the product of like some actual quantum entanglement or something. Like something went awry within the universe. You know that guy was like speedrunning Super Mario 64 and he like some like thing happened because there was like a solar flare? Something happened. There's some kind of like glitch in the system, some solar flare. There's an electron imbalance in the universe that managed to like perfectly just force this game into existence and is still also continuously updating the game. Is that homing? Let's quit that. Stop curveballing me. You know, I'm growing. I'm gonna grow and I'm gonna shoot you. All that tough talk for that. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright, this blue ring device leads to a random location within this Tau Moon Cave. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh yeah, we're in the Tau Moon Cave, everybody. Well, here is this is an oak tree. When you're one size smaller than you are now, you can use this tree to become larger. Okay. Do I want to do that? Toll door. Okay. Why does this tree have a toll door on it? There we go. Paper box. The plot thickens. Oh, plasma laser and minigun upgrades in the treasure room at the very bottom. Ooh. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Now that gets my blood pumping. Whenever I play Fractal Block World and I see upgrades, neurons, synapses fire, and the dopamine I get, it's out of this world. It's like no other pleasure. You know, it's to the point now where it's like my brain is so just fried that it's like I don't think I could find enjoyment through any other mean, really. You know what I mean? Like it's just no drug or thrill could ever compare to this game at this point. Sorry, goodness. Don't engage with those. Ooh, secret trophy. Oh yeah. So whenever you say his wife did the noises, is that also his wife? Oh my gosh. I got the dark hole gun. Glad to see more Fractal Block World, only reason you're subscribed. Genuinely, what kind of community did I tap into uploading that video? Should I be happy about this? We should have more games like these. I think I'm like religiously opposed to that in some way. No, I really, you know, honestly, I think it's fine to just have this game on its own, really. You're in the Tau Caves, and the Tau Caves shrinking is easy, but growing is hard. Oh boy, do I know it. You can only grow inside oak trees. Okay. If I have not already, you should visit a Richmond town which looks like a checkered block and is on the green growth just like this totem pole. In a Richmond town, it is a map of the Tau Caves. There are 2 places to go from here. You can shrink into the yellow cubes that are in stony air that surrounds you. Those yellow cubes are part of the main branch. You can grow using oak trees. This is the standard way to grow in this place. However, you can also grow using hard pink trees. Those hard pink trees require you to be extremely powerful. See what I mean whenever I say that this game is purposefully overcomplicated? Why do you have to word things this way? Oh my goodness. Press T to pick up everything around me. Great, I love the sound that that invokes. Takes 5 gold every time I press it. Don't spam. Oh, whatever. Oh, I wasted like 50 gold. The humanity. I understand now. Okay, this is making more sense. I think I'm seeing some things that I should have figured out earlier. Okay. So if I wanna get smaller, I gotta go through the shrink cube. That was definitely his wife. That was actually the sound of his wife doing a raspberry on his belly while he was coding this game. That's the sound of both of them. I'm gonna keep mischaracterizing this guy just because I think it's funny. I think the developer is just a non-verbal, deranged person. He gets up out of bed every morning, says nothing, and just goes straight to his computer to start coding this game. And his wife just leaves a tray of food out like she's feeding a dog. He speaks and it's just the announcement voice from Papers, Please. Dangerous to grow. But I don't want to grow. I want to shrink. Actually, no, you're right, because I shrunk twice to get in here. Yeah, his wife takes him out for like a walk outside, and he's like lurching and trying to attack people on the street every time they walk by. This dude probably just sees fractals in his day-to-day life. It's just how he views the world. I need more upgrades. So the goal right now is I need to get into the yellow cubes, but I'm not small enough. And the only way to get small enough is to go through these green shrink boxes. Capiche? Crystal clear, clear as mud. Take notes, everyone. This is all gonna be on the test. Will this be enough? Oh. Yeah, sound design is my passion. Yes! Oh my gosh. Nothing beats that feeling, you know? If I get sued by the developer for defamation. I think I'd actually have to like reasonably damage his reputation. Or have to obviously not be joking for that to work. This is a stony sanctuary. There are 4 rocket upgrades and 2 health upgrades. It feels like those stupid TikToks videos where it's like, this is a whatever. What is this cube? It's like, this is a stony air cube. It's this entire game. Heaven forbid I entered the dangerous shrink. Oh my gosh, look at this. We're getting some more unique shapes in our game. And they said it wasn't possible. What kind of cube is this? Oh, that's a queen bee. Still a more fun fight than Terraria. I'm really feeling it. I'm really taking in the gameplay here. Okay, let me just shrink so I can read what this says. What info could you possibly have for me right now? I can drop a marker. Okay, great. Thanks. No. I don't want to go in here. I don't want to go in here. Let me out. I don't want to go into the Ying Forest again. What is this? What is this cube? This is mossy air. Okay. Explore the things that grow on the sides of the black cubes. Okay. Yes, sir. I salute you. Image of the kid in the uniform saluting. Yes, sir, Mr. Fractal Block World. I will do what you tell me. Aha. This is orange. Yes. Oh, this is a familiar structure. Blah. Oh, I guess I assume I'm supposed to go through this. I really don't know. What's this? What's the pink? Here we go. Secondary ground building. Okay. Let's just keep going, I guess. I got waypoints, right? Don't matter. Blah. Let's do a dangerous shrink. Yeah, baby. Dangerous shrink. You probably cannot use red rings to enlarge in this area. Ooh, probably. You're not gonna tell me I can't, so I probably can't. Thanks. Let's try and find a cannon pyramid, I suppose. What a lovely noise. What are you? What is this creature? An insurgent. Ooh. Scary. Well, it's, I guess, keep shrinking. What is the point of this game? To have fun, just like the point of any game is, really. This game does a unique thing that not many games do, and it's that whenever I play it, I have a consistent headache. It's not unbearable to the point where I can't play it, but it's there. It's like Ultra Kill, but really slow. I really do have to disagree on it being anything like Ultra Kill. Imagine if I keep shrinking. Imagine how funny that would be. I'm in a place and I fight things. Yeah. Well, you know what? I just really hadn't thought about it from that perspective before. Let's see if anything happens. I don't even think anything's gonna happen. I think I'm just repeating. Sort of like a fractal, am I right? I can feel myself getting bigger. My shirt grabs me just a bit tighter than it used to. I can feel my muscles growing. I can feel my stomach inflating. Okay, I can see the plug barrier again, at least. Let's disregard what I was doing earlier. Let's explore the green, because I feel like that's really what I should have doed. Wizard ale? Yeah, I made wizard beer. It's a secret though. Where's the cannon pyramid, dude? I don't care about the fan-in pyramid. I want the cannon pyramid. This game is an ADHD death trap. This is a functional brain death trap. You will experience, oh gosh. A nuke is in order. Another nuke is in order. Send the rocket at him. Yeah, baby, the mercenary's dead. Why did I do that? Oh yeah. This game scares you because it just makes you forget what you were doing or where you were. Yeah. I imagine this is like a game where you have to like have a notebook or something. Because it's just, well, it insists upon itself, but it vexes me that people enjoy watching this game. What about this game can you actively enjoy? It only hurts my head. And I'm sick of the Ying Forest. Why is Ying Forest everywhere? Why was the dev just like, you know, this place is missing a little something. That's his go-to spice. Just put Ying Forest. Do I enjoy playing it? It keeps me occupied, I guess. I guess it distracts me from the worst parts of life. You know, I could be getting like my skin scraped off or like degloved or, you know, like spit roasted over a fire, but I guess, you know, I would rather be playing this game, right? Can I get bigger, please? Can I start biggering, please? I can't stop biggering. This isn't just the background noise of video games. This is like the white noise of video games. This is the brown noise of video games. This game is making me brown. Red cubes have red rings. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna brown. Oh, you're right. You're right. Whenever you're right, you're wrong. Whenever you're right, I'm right. Because I take it from you. Sure, we'll go into the small cannon pyramid. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do something really stupid here because it's actually just like the most asinine, like pointless thing to do. Let's criticize this game from a gameplay perspective. How fun is going into mazes? The bulk of the game is shrink and go in a direction, or shrink and find this cube somewhere, or shrink, go through this pyramid, go through this maze. It's a maze in like Go Here simulator where you also have like 50 gun options and you get to shoot at orbs. Every objective of the game is go through this maze, find this cube, find my cubes. It's like my brain is simultaneously being activated and not used at all. It's something. It also kind of begs the question, given how this game works and how it's meant to be like a representation of like fractality and stuff, how complicated could you realistically make it and still have the game be functional and like understandable? I don't know. People spend money on this? No, the game... Wait, is the game free? Let me check. Did I buy this? Please don't tell me I spent money on this. Oh my gosh, I bought this. That slipped my mind. I did pay for this. You're actually nauseous right now? What? Well, boy golly, am I glad I engaged with this. The Ying trees are my freaking arch nemesis. We need to start assembling a list of all the things I hate in video games. Put down Ying trees. Here we go. Here's green. Okay, green. Let's explore the green. This is quicksand grass. There's usually no way to escape from it. Yeah, that's fine. Are you just telling me like I have to... Okay. You will lose health above 100. And yeah, who cares? Sure, I'll just pay. There we go. Let's go back here. I think there was unexplored area here, really. Oh my gosh, a female archmenace. Oh no, no. Man, look at that. Where's that MF tree? There you are. That's so much a potted flower, though. It's an oak tree. Leave it alone. Pluh. It's obviously an oak tree. Back for more riveting gameplay, are we? It's just like that video of like the maze, where it's like images of the monk and it's just saying, "Oh, stinky." You guys may or may not know what I'm talking about. Who in the world designed this? Get ready to vomit. Oh my gosh, my head hurts so bad. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my gosh, guys, I had a migraine the other day. It was really bad. I don't really have migraines, but I had one and it was like, it was something called an aura migraine, where like I was looking at my computer and I was like, man, I can't focus my eyes. And then eventually I was like, hey, the center of my vision, I like can't see. It's like it's like I can see, but I can't. And then I just got really dizzy and I'm like, I'm gonna go lay down for a while. And then after I lay down for a while, I realized, hey, I cannot feel my left hand or arm or my leg very well, like at all. And so I got up because I tried to pick up my phone with like my left hand and I was like, my left hand isn't working. And so I like barely stumbled like into my living room, and I was talking to my family about it, and then I was like, I can't feel my tongue or the left side of my face. It's probably not good. But yeah, I mean, I thought I was having a stroke, honestly. But apparently it's called a sensory aura migraine, and every source I found online was just like, oh yeah, it's like, they're easily mistakes for strokes because they're really similar. And I'm like, oh, great. So yeah, hopefully I don't have that again. Who knows what brought that on? Maybe it was stress, maybe it was, I don't know. Who can tell? Ow. It's a little worrying. I was a little concerned. I was like, that's not right. Don't kill me. Don't kill. Oh, don't hurt me. Oh, look at all those enemies. Oh, please. Pluh. Please, Pluh. Pluh. Yes. Oh, that's an enemy. Okay, well, back to it. I don't think I'd be surprised if this game ended up giving me a stroke. My face hurts. I think my jaw's been like clenched as I've played this game. This is a cardboard box. Okay. Whatever. Dirt. Yeah. Yay. Wow. Yeah. This game should require a health screening to play. I actually do think the gameplay and like the movement of everything could legitimately cause adverse effects. I say that, I mean, I have a headache, and half of stream has told me that they're getting motion sick and have a migraine from watching me play this game. So I think that alone is probably proof that this game it has some effects for sure. I've been trying to work on music more lately, trying to force myself to finish things, because I've got this whole catalog and library of projects that I haven't finished that I really need to. And I feel guilty because I had the realization, it's like, you know, for someone who talks about music so much, I have nothing to show for it, really. I mean, I've sent like plenty of little like practice demos and stuff in my Discord server, but oh my gosh, Richmond. I found Richmond. Never mind, forget whatever I was saying. It's completely unimportant. We found Richmond. Oh my gosh. The beautiful cityscape, the skyscrapers, the hotels, the infrastructure, the economy. I can see it all. Wow. It's a beautiful thing. This place sucks. Pro art tip, buy a bag of candy and let yourself have one every time I progress on my art, but I don't like candy. A pickle? That would. A pickle would be a great motivator, but like, if I was using that, I would make myself sick at that point. It would go collapse spirit. Yeah, okay. Every time I worked on something, I would start vomiting. This is a cube filled with good old stony air. Remember that there's railgun ammo in some stony caves. In a stony cave too. Okay. Convinced that Ashlox indulges on his cravings with nothing but a bag of dust. No, what I do is I I sustain myself. I just reward myself with a bag of MSG. I just take a pinch of MSG and put it on my tongue. Is that a tomato plant? No, it's an apple tree. Get it right. I really enjoy working on music, and I start a bunch of different projects. The issue I have is I've got this sound project I've been working on. This song I've been wanting to finish for like a really long time. Like I was saying earlier, you know that kind of like curve, that graph? Whenever you're learning or picking up a skill, you have a hard time at the beginning, but then as you learn and start to kind of pick things up, your skill like really like curves up, like you're learning at a fast rate. And then, you know, as you gain more skill, that rate starts to plateau and like how much you're learning and the rate at which you're improving. The problem is it's like I started so many projects on that upward curve. And so like even like now looking back on when I started, I've learned so much and I would do so much differently. And so now every time I go back and try to finish those old projects, I'm like, man, I could do way better. Or like, I have some issues with the way I kind of laid this out for myself. And so it's like, I'm like scrambling together to kind of finish what past Ashlocks left me. You're at the top of a Richmond building. If you look at these buildings from the outside, you'll see that one has a checkered block at the top. That is a Richmond penthouse. There you can find cannon upgrades as well as useful information. Great. Some buildings have question marks at the top. They will give you a map of the Tau Caves as well as information on how to descend into the main branch. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Well, this building is pink, so that must be important. How does one enter the pink? What does a guy gotta do around here to enter the pink? Oh, is this Lay Penthouse? To be honest here, and I'm a bit embarrassed as someone who listens to so much EDM. I think the world of like EDM genres and subgenres is as confusing as like this game. This is the penthouse. Richmond is a humble city. I agree with the humble part, although we are quite proud of our sewers. Buildings whose tops are marked with a question mark contain a map room for the Tau Caves. These map rooms also contain information about the main branch and how to enter it. Buildings whose tops are red have an M-chunk cave with their significant homing gun upgrades at the top. Also at the top is a list of all the midway trophies. You enter the buildings made of cement at the bottom. Some buildings have bedrooms on the roofs where you can sleep. They have orange and blue stripes. Finally, to keep the air clean, some buildings have apple trees on top. How many drugs was this guy on whenever he wrote any of this? See Ishkur's Guide to Electronic Music. I feel like people just make up genres. And I feel like there's like so many genres in EDM that are like essentially the same. Or it's like, here's like 15 genres that are essentially the same, except they have like one sound or like rhythmic difference that separates all of them to where they kind of sound the same. And a lot of people that make EDM blend like multiple genres into one song anyway. But so much of it is I feel like somebody named a genre, then somebody came along and made what was essentially the same and sounds similar, but they didn't like know of it, and so they also came up with a name for the genre. And I feel like there's different names for like the same thing. Even people that make EDM don't even know what to classify their music as. I feel like so much of it is like incorrectly labeled too. It's like there's no standard, it feels, or like point of agreement. And some people just like take the piss out of it completely. I like Camellia. You know, he'll make up a genre for like an individual song. Like some things Camellia has used is like furrycore. He made a song. I don't remember exactly what the BPM was. It was like, let's just say like 217 or something. And the genre was like 217 BPM step or something stupid. You know, it obviously just, you know, taken the piss out of it. But I mean, that's funny. Hey guys, Future Ashton here. So I decided to go ahead and check out Ishkur's Guide to Electronic Music, and the comparison I made to the Fractal Block game, I didn't realize how true it was. Because as you can see, you have this little timeline up here, and you see a lot of these genres. Wow, look at all this. You got the big ones, you know, drum, bass, breakbeat, acid house, your big nameable genres, you know, psytrance, hard dance, Euro trance, stuff that's like techno bass, electro, hip hop, you know, easily recognizable stuff. And then you see all these little texts and it's like, oh wow, that's a lot of subgenres. And you're like, wait a second, let's zoom in. And then you see how many genres there really are. And for every genre here, and hopefully this isn't copyrighted, you can hear an example. And so, ooh, Pendulum, heck yeah. Very good drum and bass group. I think members of Pendulum split apart to form Knife Party, which is a more dubstep focused group. Anyway, So yeah, there you go. You want to get into EDM? Check it out. Let's go to the sewers, I guess. I mean, I was interested in the beds, but I hate to come off this way because I feel like whenever I talk like this, I'm gonna sound like a snob or like, oh, I enjoy things more than you. But it's like, really, it's so unfortunate that EDM is not as mainstream. In America, at least. I think from what I've seen, a lot of other countries outside of America, like Europe, has a bigger EDM scene. Or maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see much of it mentioned around here. But I do, anytime I see like any sort of concerts or events, it's always outside of America. Midway Trophy, Richmond Sewer is great. Oh my gosh, that's a rare achievement. I can't imagine why. The sewer is full of rats. Ow. I was having a conversation. I say in my deep manly voice without it cracking at all. But, oh gosh, ying air. Heaven forbid. I was having a conversation with someone the other day about music. I don't actually listen to music depending on any sort of like mood. I kind of just listen to all types of music all the time. Like it doesn't matter whether I'm working out or trying to sleep or just doing chores or relaxing. I mean, I've got all my stuff lumped together. Like it could be calm classic piano or it could be like speed chord hard style, you know, making my ears bleed. I enjoy it all the same. I feel like I'm about to die. A few enemies. Keep it going. We can do it. Is Fractal Block World worth losing sleep? No. I don't even know if it's worth playing for me. I don't care. You know what? If this video makes me famous, if this catapults me into the upper echelons of being a streamer and I get to join like the child blood death cult that all the top streamers are in, even then, it wouldn't be worth it. Within this cube is Tweedledum air. Good. I was hoping for that. So we got a dangerous shrink, and what are you? So Tweedledee plus dumb air. If you go outside into the surrounding air and shrink, you'll enter Tweedledee air. Tweedledee air contains laser forts and Tweedledee caves. If you shrink in Tweedledee air, you'll enter back into Tweedledum air. Enlarging in either Tweedledum or Tweedledee air is essentially impossible. Well, that's good to know. Good place, really. Of course, we have the Ying Forest. Here, you know what? Take me through a flower. Here's something. Yeah, sure. We can maze a little. I have a funny story to tell. This is kind of from a long time ago. I mean, it could probably invoke some reflection. I used to be in the school band back in ye olde day. We went on a few trips occasionally to go like compete with other schools or go to events where we'd like play with other schools and stuff. Anyway, so we went to one. After the main event per se, they took all the bands from the different schools out to a park just to like hang out. And there was like people doing catering, giving hot dogs out to everyone. And I remember I was with my friends at the time and I had a hot dog. You know, I was trying to be funny. And so I was like, dude, watch this. And I threw the hot dog wiener at full force and it arched through the air and exploded on the back of some bald kid's head. And I quickly turned around and just started casually walking and trying to pretend that I did not do that. On the bright side, my friends thought it was funny. Are you backseat gaming too much? No, I don't think anything will ever compare to the Hollow Knight backseat gaming. So I still think about that kid sometimes. I wonder what he thought. Maybe he didn't think much of it. This may or not be an entertaining story, but it's entertaining to me. I don't know if anyone has ever been in a band before, but usually, especially in school, different bands do like chair tests, which is they bring you in privately and have you like play through some scales or maybe a song or something. And depending on how you do, you get like ranked first chair, second chair, and you sit in that order, you know? And so I hated the chair testing. And I remember one year we were given like a few scales and like a song to play. And I went in and I played trombone. I walked in and there were the drum majors, which are basically just like assistant students. They were like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "Yep." And I didn't have any of my music or scales. And I just walked in there. I played one long note that just fizzled out towards the end. And then I said, "I'm done," and I walked out. And my band director had a talk with me the next day. and he wasn't super happy about it. I don't know why. Okay, Richmond. I never did explore this place fully, if it's worth doing so. Whoops. You remember a kid who punched the band teacher in 5th grade because he asked him to take his jacket off? Well, good for him, I suppose. There was a kid in kindergarten who was throwing wood chips and you ran away. Then he bit a chunk out of his arm and blamed it on you? Goodness. No, I've known kids that have like punched coaches. Provided not a single time have I ever blamed a kid for punching a coach. Usually the coach deserved it. What's with the holes in the walls? What's the purpose of the holes in the walls? Alright. Well, we're getting somewhere here. Or not. Who knows? I don't. Yeah, get out of here, man. I'm starting to realize there's levels to TS. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just get me out of here. So yeah, we can just get more upgrades here. All right, good stuff. I do have to say, I'm getting less headache prone from playing it. I think I'm getting used to it. I dread to say that was a really short cave. Okay. I mean, I could just keep going into stony air caves. Really, it's an option. How bad was the backseating in the Hollow Knight streams? Huh. There were definitely some moments, by which I mean a good portion of it. It's just one of those games. Backseating's an issue in like specific games I've noticed. It's always an issue, but there's some games where it's a lot worse. Definitely games like Hollow Knight, Ultra Kill, stuff like that. There were definitely some times. Demon, Build Rat. Directly proportional to popularity. I think it's just the content of the game. Hollow Knight's a game that was... I mean, it's a difficult game, but also it has a really expansive map with a lot of secrets. There's a lot of people that really want you to see those secrets and not miss content, and I understand that perspective. I think games with like a higher skill level and games with more hidden content or more difficult to navigate content is more prone to backseaters because they feel the need to, you know, let you know what there is, where to go, and what the most optimal way to play the game is, even if it doesn't really matter that much. That's why I've said I'm not going to stream Ultra Kill. Like, I do want to play through that game eventually, but it's not a game I'd stream just because I would probably not enjoy it. A couple of reasons is, one is the backseat gaming, but also just because with games like those, I feel like it would be difficult to play the game and also interact with chat in like any meaningful way, because it requires a little bit of concentration. I remember back whenever Markiplier tried to play Undertale, and he basically was like, yeah, you guys were like so awful that I'm not playing it anymore. It's like the most extreme example of backseat gaming, but it happens pretty often with content creators, which sucks. What can you really do? I did it. Great job. That feels demeaning in some way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious, homing rockets.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
My ears. Alright. 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 Oh wow, look at this forest type area. Okay, I feel like I'm not gonna get anywhere with this. My goal for this stream is to get further into the main branch. There's a certain type of person that backseats and they want the person they're watching to like play a very specific way that they've seen other people play it or that they've played it. And it's like, what's the point of watching someone play through a game and have like a unique experience if you don't let them have a unique experience? Like there's no objectively correct way. I mean, you could argue there's more correct ways to play a game, or like an intended way. I don't think anyone's ever going to go off so incorrectly that you need to handhold them. And you know, people like experiencing things, you know, for the first time on their own. I mean, I don't know why I'm explaining this to you guys. I mean, I don't think anyone doesn't understand that or is going to disagree. Oh, finally, I haven't gotten a message from Kay in like a long time. Alright, having trouble getting past the next part? All those monsters causing you trouble? Here are 3 ways to get past them. 1. Make sure your cannon does enough damage so that the secondary kills a monster in one shot, then it will cause a chaining effect. 2. Make sure your rocket weapon is good enough. Alright, make sure your homing rocket weapon is good enough. And good enough is just up to my interpretation, I guess. When you get to the treasure, you might have trouble getting back because it is easy to get lost, just like how entropy tends to increase over time. Oh, so philosophical. Here's a trick. Create a trail of markers behind you. I ain't doing that. If I get lost, I get lost. Someone informed me of this. Apparently the developer of this game is the developer of Infiniminer, which if you don't know, Infiniminer is one of the games that inspired Minecraft. And I do actually remember watching old Infiniminer gameplay back in the day, or another game. It was Infiniminer and there's some other game like Infiniminer. It's very combat heavy. I don't remember. It might have been Infiniminer. There's also this place over here, the Collapsed Angels as they were. I'm a little unsure about. There's also this. Let's see. What about a nuke? I'll try a nuke on these guys. Maybe that'll do something. Okay. Okay, that worked. All right, we're getting somewhere. Oh, these guys ain't so tough at all. Laser M2. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm killing these guys. I'm killing the Collapsed Angels. I never would have thought I'd get here. That's a level up, baby. I am no more. There's an area in the game that has blocks referencing the dev's favorite coffee/tea clubs. You know, that's pretty cool. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I've had my hand resting on like the edge of my desk for like the past half an hour, and I just realized I can't feel my hand. Give me a second to just let my circulation come back. Oh, there's more. Oh, this suddenly this just got a lot more real. What? I paid money. Oh well. Ooh, what is this? I want this. I'm intrigued by the shape. Shape! Shape! What is this? This is a noob maze. In a place like this, a noob maze? Wow. What are you? Laser for... Yes! Now how much health do you have? Goliath? Alright. A little bit. It's like a clockwork, you know? Send the Rod of God. Have you guys heard about that? The Rods of God? This is like a theoretical thing. There was an idea someone came up with called the Rods of God. The idea was we launch a bunch of tungsten rods, like massive giant tungsten rods into space, and basically use them as like orbital bombardment to just send down a giant tungsten rod at I guess whoever. And I just thought, first off, obviously, how in the world are you going to get giant tungsten rods into space? Those things are a little heavy. And also how you would aim those, I really don't know. But that was an idea that we've come up with as human beings. What kind of cube is this? This is a Tweedle Haunted House 1. Alright. Gosh, I'm not going in here. I think I'll need some EMPs for that. This is a Tweedledee cave. Yeah, we can explore the Tweedledee cave, I think. Much more open. Very nice. Ice cube. Interesting. All right, there we go. That's good. Ice. Where's ice? Where was the ice? There you are. I'm coming for you. What is this? All right, cool. Well, that was cool. That was cool. Well, what's up with this this ice cube, as they call them? I guess nothing. Alright. What? Tree? I am getting interested in this game. I don't know what it is. Pink. Is this a maze? Of sorts? Ooh, never mind. What is this area? Tell me. Give me a text box immediately. The only game you've ever gotten a headache from was this, trying to play with True Up off. Someone told me to turn it off and I wouldn't get a headache. And I was like, there's no way that's going to work for me. Oop, I see the bottom. I hope it's not just concrete. Oh hey, it's been a little over a week since I've talked about this. Yep, here we... Alright, that was productive. I've been working on a lot of music lately. I've finally been able to motivate myself. And I've been trying to work on it every day now, which has been immensely helpful, just forcing myself to do that. And I have something ready. I'm just waiting on the art for it before I upload it. And I've already started on my second project, which is coming along really well. So I'm pretty excited about that. Any drama slot for the employed people? Gosh, I mean, on the internet, yeah, sure. Nothing with me. Is this... Okay. So it's a gradual darkening. I thought it would just be like, you're instantly pitch black screened. You can kind of get away from them. And... okay, never mind. That was pretty simple. Rocket radius, yes. There's always a Tweedledee... Sorry. There's always a Tweedle Haunted House 2 next to here. 50% chance there'll be a 3. Ooh, what is this? This is a 3. Well, let's go to the 3. Oh. This is a completely black maze with only one floor. There are no cycles. You should use runs to figure out where the walls are. Hint, shoot the floor with your plasma flare. Okay. Do not open Pandora's box. Okay. You right. Now this is interesting. This is a good maze. Alright, let's go to Haunted House 2. I need to leave. I won't be doing that again. You're frozen. Leave. I am no more. I don't know. I've kind of stopped. I've kind of been too busy to engage in a meaningless internet drama. Listen, I wish my entire life could be revolving around like monetizing, you know, like petty discourse and drama online with people that are like insignificant. But unfortunately, I have not been blessed in that way yet. Or maybe I'm not trying. I might just not be trying hard enough, you know? Okay. I don't know, man. I kind of want the gold. Oh, I might be a little greedy. Oh, I might be a little greedy. And that's okay. It's okay to be a little greedy. It's really so much money at the end of the day. How can you blame me? Oh. Okay. I gotta quit, dude. There we go. There's so much money. At the end of the day, there's so much money. You can fly through the one-way in-only cubes to get to the other side. You can also see what is on the other side by looking through the tube. Okay, well. And now we have a bunch of plasma, and I got a trophy. Ooh, new weapon mode, plasma something. How do I do that? I'll figure it out. Alright, let's go. Into the That is so much text. At the beginning of the game, every weapon has 2 modes. You can use each mode by selecting the weapon, then you're left or right clicking. However, there are boxes you can find that when you use them, they'll unlock additional weapon modes for you. You look through the glass to see what these boxes look like. By pressing F7, okay. Okay. Aha! So, okay. I understand now. Okay, this is just text. We have text, we have text. Alright, cool. Which means that I can go through the Tweedledee 3, right? I am no more. It's time for Tweedledee 3. Oh, this is that's so much better. It's peak game Fractal Block World yet again. Yep, that's it. That's the game we're playing. We're playing peak Fractal Block World yet again. This is the oh, wait a second. What is this? This is Pandora's box. I want to open Pandora's box though. Guys, do I open Pandora's box in Fractal Block World? Insert title here. I opened Fractal Block World's Pandora's box. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. The worst that could happen is I get heck XP 2-ball. The worst that happens is I touch a 2-ball, apparently. But I leveled up, and I'm stuck going to the right. So who really won? So what happens is I might have died. That is really sad. Oh well. The troll. I got him. Not picking up that gold. Oh, yes I am. Tweedledee Haunted House 3 conquered. And they said it couldn't be done. Well, I did that. Bluff. I love the sounds in this game. They're really creative. I'm gonna keep doing these actually. Should probably be using the freeze feature more, considering it just stops things. Oh yeah. Just quit it. I am no more. Go, my army. My rocket radius is gonna be so freaking huge. Wow, look at it go. Well, that's a beautiful thing, really. They're still going, wow. What's my freeze time? Wow, that freeze time is getting up there. I wonder how good my rocket explosion radius is now. I don't think it'll be able to do much. Oh my gosh, never mind. That is a lot further than I thought. Maybe, you know what, I'll treat myself to another. You're glad this is happening again? I am so stoked to be playing this game, really. Ignore that guy. It's only getting better. I have to stop. I can't keep doing laser forts. We gotta do something else. As engaging as this is. Let's go into the... What was this? What was this again? The Tweedledee Cave, right, yes. The Tweedledee Cave with ice. Right. There's a pink sphere here, so surely I can get into this. Yeah, okay. I need to be going into these more often. That was so much ammo. Oh, my nuke capacity is crazy. So somebody mentioned something about a black hole in this game. I think I want to get to that. Is this series actually being watched? Yes. This is one of the best performing series of videos I have ever put on my channel. Think about that. I have been. There we go. The ice cube is being entered. I was freaking so worried. I was slamming my fist against my head, saying to myself, I can't do it. The ice cube is too impenetrable. Lo and behold, the green shrink circles. I smirk and I smile to myself. I pat my belly and I say, I always knew I could. I knew I could. I knew I could. Or something of that caliber. I'm entering SCP-106's containment chamber. Did I get to the center of the merger sponge yet? No, sadly no. I haven't gotten to the merger sponge at the moment. In we go, in we go. I think we're making progress. It's like every time I go inside of it and it gets smaller, it's like a repeating pattern of sorts. It's like zooming in on a pattern with infinite detail. It's like a concept of infinite complexity. Okay, never mind. This is it. This is Blue Bubble, part of the main branch. This bubble contains SN1987A's botany lab. Yes! Yes! This is what I've been looking for. Oh goodness. Here's a quick entrance. The slow way in is to shrink on the outside and then go through the holes in the walls. The monster below is a super version of its usual form. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm alright with taking like the usual way. You showed your friend this game and he called it ass. You know, I'm sorry to say, I think you encountered like a normal, reasonable human being. They can be that way sometimes. Don't let it scare you off. They just don't understand us. We were built differently. Finally, I can enter the le bubble. In. You troglodyte. In. What is going on? Okay. I've breached the bubble. Become green. I see colors. I usually see colors. I'm not saying that's abnormal, but you know what? Never mind. Did I grow like 1 inch larger? I wish. This is a botany lab. Within this lab grows infinity flowers. Yes! Oh, I'm actually so excited. Get me all up in this botany lab. Alright, message from SN1987A. This botany lab has turned out to be the perfect place to analyze infinity flowers. They like to grow in the deepest levels of the caves. Demon layers have some, orc layers have even more, etc. My colleagues and I have written our findings about the internal structure of the infinity flowers in libraries. These are scattered throughout the lab. Specifically, these libraries look like black towers and they are built on top of the green stuff. The scientifically named green stuff. And I'm not talking about this fat wad of cash. In the event that the plants in this botany lab contaminate the surrounding region, the contamination should certainly be contained by the outer blue wall of this blue bubble. Why do you have to do multiple text boxes? I know you could fit more text than that. Well, let's go into this lab. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that's a baby spider, and that's a sentinel. Alright. What a place. This is an orange flower. Right. So this is definitely where I need to be. Let's go here. I just feel like going up this tower. I haven't been through one of these before, I might as well. I remember what happened. I remember I went in here, saw that it was a maze type thing, and I was just like so put off that I was like, I don't care. But I've changed since then. I can tolerate just a little more abuse. Stop harming me. Stop. Don't hurt me, please. We are now in a cardboard box. When does it end? I can feel my power growing. Ooh, minigun damage. Good. Darn it. Well, that sucked. I don't even know where to start with this place. Oh, thank goodness. Message from your friend Kay. I'm worried that my memory might be failing. You remember the first time I met you? We were in algebra class in college, and the teacher asked why every permutation of the set 1 ellipses in is the product of transpositions. You shouted right out, because bubble sort works. A few of us students had a little chuckle about that, and the teacher asked you to be more mathematical. But I liked your style, bro. Punches you on shoulder, shakes your hand, pulls your finger, you brap everywhere, and I don't even dislike it. Am I remembering this correctly? Maybe that last part I made up. Maybe that was me thing. I asked you if you would be my lab partner for my research project in the Fractal Labs of the Theoretical Metaphysics Department. I was trying to prove a theorem I called the Tsar theorem, and you agreed to help. Although this project we did was based in mathematics, I felt that if the Tsar theorem was true, it would suggest the existence of a certain inner world, an inner dimension to reality, which in my mind I would later call Tsar after our theorem. Is this dimension created or discovered? Well, I think it is discovered, but I was not the first to discover it. I see messages from other entities. Or is that my imagination? Back then, the Tsar theorem was as deep as I could understand. It was as far as I thought anybody knew about this line of research. It was only later that I discovered the secret extension of this theory, which is inner botany theory. They do not teach that in college, or perhaps anywhere in normal reality for that matter. However, I think the public has a right to know. Wow. This is such a freaking cool game. Now quick, take me inside of the blup 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 yellow flower. Blah. I'm too large by far. You can tell the dev is a mathematics teacher. Yeah, I wondered genuinely, because I know nothing about this. I was good at math, but I hated it, and I wonder how much of this stuff is like gibberish, and how much of it is like actually real mathematical concepts. And I hope nobody comes in and it's like, it's all real, you're an idiot. But I mean, like, the floating trolls and stuff, you know, I'm talking about what's actual, like, mathematically based, and where does the line between mathematics professor and biblical fly come in, is what I'm asking. Oh, message from Rigel. Listen up, young one, and hear the tale of the goblins and the imps. Long ago, they had a war in the Ying world. Okay, so where does the mathematics professor part come in this? How much of this is based in real world concepts? The goblins banished the imps from the trees and into these cement cubes. You're in one now. The fractal air is filled with these prisons. When the imps were banished, however, they took much of the gold from the Ying world with them. This is the legend of how imps have gold, but goblins have none. In other parts of the fractal verse, goblins and imps live peacefully together, but still only imps have gold. Yeah, so like, I remember going to college, and there's that weird, at what point, talking about like algebra and fractals, do we cover goblin and imp history? Because I remember that being brought up, but the teacher kind of just glazed over it, and I was always curious about that. But you know, this is really informative. Oh, dang it, I didn't mean to grow. It's a problem some of us have. It's a little embarrassing. Now, I'm curious about these random plus in the ground. Don't look at what level we're on. Don't say anything funny about it either. Okay, well, this is an area that I can go through. Is this dirt? Are these moles? This looks like dirt. The 6'7" meme makes you feel so old. You know, I remember being young and hearing people older than me being like, man, I can't believe I'm getting to the age where I like don't understand young person humor. And I'm like, you're just out of touch, old man. It's not that hard to understand. And now I'm seeing some of the emerging memes that I'm like, you know, I'm worried there's gonna come a point in time where I don't understand. And I'm only 20. I'm not even 30 years old. I'm only 20 years old. 20 is young. Chud with propeller hat. Yeah, they've been updating the Windows 95 maze for a pretty long time now. Speaking of Windows, I still haven't upgraded to Windows 11. I kind of just decided that I wouldn't do it, and that's really all there is to it. I'm sure Windows 11 might be fine. I'm just opposed to upgrading my computer because I don't know. I have no real like justified reason I could give. Can someone give me like a good reason that I can use? Can someone give me a reason I don't really like honestly, personally come up with, but like is reasonable, so I don't just seem like someone who's just not doing something for no reason. I'm getting so many minigun damage upgrades. Oh my gosh. I love the boxes. I love looping through boxes. Microsoft bad? Yeah, it's a good enough reason. I think there's things that will kill me up here, right? Yeah. Yeah, the greater non-piercing scourge is not so friendly. Here we go. This looks like a treasure room to me. Alright. There we go. Message from my friend K. Although I am drawn to the fractal block world of Czar, it has expanded my mind to an extent that I feel no longer human. I still want to be human, and I think I liked who I was as a human, although I am having trouble remembering who I was exactly. My mind was pulled into the hidden world, shrinking and shrinking like falling deep into a hole. And as I fall, I see myself standing by the side of the hole, getting blurrier and blurrier. This world has many mysteries and dark corners. The monsters I see are scary enough. However, even more I fear what is hiding in the dark corners of this world. It would be presumptuous to say there's nothing more to be afraid of. I'm not sure if I'm being paranoid, but I do not trust the people I work with.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The Fractal Block World is changing the neural pathway for my ears. With this new alteration, I was able to hear two stellar mass objects talking about part of the main branch that is an orange. To go down the main branch, you must penetrate the outer crust of the orange and make your way into the outer mantle of the orange, where you must find a blue bubble. Okay, well, so I'm on pace. Wow, okay, that is really good. Message from my friend K. He's been really chatty lately. I keep reliving how we proved our theorem. So what was the nature of our Czar theorem anyway? Well, there are many mathematical theories. There's the alpha theory, which many mathematicians use as their foundation. Then there was the beta theory, which was much stronger, and there was an endless sequence of even stronger theories after that. Proponents of the alpha theory would make claims like the beta theory is irrelevant to physics. They would try to prove for sport or out of prejudice that the beta theory was inconsistent. They would even publicize incorrect proofs of the inconsistency of the beta theory. That is illegal. I'm convinced that the beta theory is important for theoretical metaphysics. ASMR. Here, more info. Message from my friend K. The pompous claim that the beta theory was irrelevant to physics was a thorn in my side. I decided to devise a sequence of physical laws, the Czar laws, whose consistency implied the consistency of the beta theory. Remember, our kooky advisor in the Fractal Labs began these laws in his research, but we followed in his footsteps. So anyone who believed that the consistency of the beta theory could not be proved would have to agree that there was no way to prove that the actual universe followed the Czar laws. So the universe following the Czar laws would be a hidden level to reality, something you cannot prove. By the way, if you take any set of physical laws about the universe, you can add the law, the beta theory is consistent. This is cheating. The resulting theory is not really natural, and instead, it is what is called an instrumentalist theory. Our Czar laws were somewhat natural, but it was clear there was room for improvement. Perhaps a secret research organization had a more refined set of laws. Whatever you say, man. Alright, so, more health upgrades. I proved that the consistency of the Czar laws implied the consistency of the beta theory. However, our advisor made us address whether or not the Czar laws were actually consistent. This is where you came in. You bought a box of 24 chocolate cupcakes, took them into the Fractal Lab. You stayed there all night. In the morning, your hair was a mess, but you emerged with proof that the consistency of the beta theory implied the consistency of the Czar laws. Now we had both directions. This thus concluded what we could... Oh, sorry, give me a second. thus concluded what we called our Tsar theorem. The beta theory is consistent if and only if the Tsar laws are consistent. An object satisfying the beta theory is like an inner core in any universe satisfying the Tsar laws. Right. What am I looking at here? This is an infinity flower. Oh, this is progress. This is actually substantial progress. That is a minor beholder. Beholder. Makes me want to play Dungeons and Dragons. Ugh. Oh well. Alright, so the Tsar theorem made me think there's a hidden world, an extra layer to reality. Why didn't staring at the Tsar theorem long enough cause me to enter into the hidden world? I already believed that the consistency of the beta theory was a transcendent truth. Why wasn't that belief enough? Why did I need to find that piece of paper on a bulletin board? I think I will never know exactly why. Perhaps there are traps and safeguards preventing people from entering the hidden world. Mazes created by recreation technology. Are these created by humans? I don't quite know, man. I really don't quite know. But, so I want to go into an infinity. I want to go into an infinity flower. I think that could be potentially kind of cool. Well, let's just see what this is all about, lol. Okay. Nuke. There we go. I like nukes. How's the Fractal Block Worlding? First off, never say meowdy again or I'm banning you. But otherwise, good. It's my favorite greeting. Well, it happens to be my least favorite. Hi every pony. I like that one. That one's fun. Do you think it would be possible for someone to create a true immersive soundtrack for a game like this? Yeah, I do. I definitely do. Jazz punk? I don't know about that. I don't know, maybe I should make that one of my projects. Just not really. I don't have time for that. Okay, so they don't... so do they not take damage if they're not rendered? Because that was another question I had. Because I guess that sort of makes sense. Yeah, jazz punk is a genre, I believe. Okay, let's try this again. I don't think my nukes will be able to do enough to them, but... Alright, here we go. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane, man. Oh, no, this is interesting. Nice place you got here. This stream and my videos are the only content you've seen that makes it anywhere past Ying areas. I really can't imagine why. Oh my gosh. Will is Ton. Yes! I knew he was. I knew he could do it. Well. Alright. 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 Alright then. You think the Minecraft music is a decent fit? I mean, it is just like a really nice... I'm sorry. Why am I such a sickly Victorian child? I think Minecraft... I'm just gonna stop talking. I think Minecraft just has a very nice ambient soundtrack that is fitting for a lot of... This game I feel it's very fitting for just because of the atmosphere, quote unquote, whatever you want to call it. I think you know what I mean. And here we go. Yeah, there we go. Bristol. Alright. I want to go to Williston. I'm dead. I wasn't expecting that. Well, that's not nice. We tried. I tried. And I cried. Also, did I ignore this? Oh wow, his drawings are getting so much better. I wish I saw this. Because I missed K. Remember the day after we proved our Tsar theorem in college, we got a phone call from an organization known as the Intermechanization Agency? I don't blame you for not interviewing when you had a bad feeling about them. Lore. My interview was a 2-day ordeal involving solving mazes, solving logic puzzles, and answering moral dilemmas. All those strange questions should have raised a red flag with me too. I know I'm asking a lot of you for you to help me. You know, I still feel bad about not moving cross country with you because I ended up getting the job offer and accepting it. Now I can see that the inner world pulled me in. Message from KY Signy. We believe the Infinity Flower is broken into 3 parts. Group 1, 2, and 3. We have fairly well organized Group 1 by erecting the cities of Williston and the towns of Bristol. God, okay. Gotcha. I mean, it's so simple. It's so simple, really. It's alright. Gosh darn it. My voice. Someone said that my voice sounded like AI on the last video. I don't know how to take that. What does that even mean? Oh, that's so far down. Is it because of my lack of like inflections and stuff? And my monotoneness? I mean, I guess I can understand that, but still. Do I need to be more? Just more. Do I need to be more? I am no more. Okay, so this time, where's Richmond? Where is Williston? What is all this stuff? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Build the Cities by Tristram. It wasn't by Tristram. It was remixed and remade by Tristram, and I think he did it better. Not better, that's kind of reductive. I think it's a better version of the song. Anyway, I can't believe I've made it to the city. There's so many shops. Guy who only listens to AI voices hearing any other voice ever. That sounds like AI. Yeah, I don't know. There should be beds here, right? I can sleep. As soon as you click on this box, you will sleep for an hour. What mechanical significance does that do for me? There we go. Yeah, I'll respawn here. I can still pretty much spot. They're getting a way better, but I'm pretty good at being like, yeah, this is AI. And so I'm confused because I don't think my voice. I mean, yes, I could see how you could think that. Williston, yes, but there's a lot of pretty obvious sign. I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think my voice sounds like. Guys, do you think my voice sounds like AI? Oh, good. Another book. Message from your friend K. I thought this guy was a mathematics professor, not an English professor. Sorry. What is so important about a key to the universe? And why do I think that would save me? What is the relationship between the keys to the universe and inner cores? The analogy I gather is that an inner core is like an ultra-low entropy device. So, it is like a pure source of energy. On the other hand, a key to the universe is like an ATP molecule from biology. It can transmit energy in a usable form, and it is almost like a monetary currency. ATP being, I believe, adenosine triphosphate. Your body uses it for energy storage by forming and breaking phosphate-phosphorus bonds. If my problem was physical, then perhaps to save me, you would need to find $1 million. However, instead, my problem is metaphysical, so that is why you need a key to the universe. You need to find the meaning of life. Become joyous to save me. You need the life satisfaction. Start playing gacha games if you want to save me. It is unclear to me if keys to the universe are created from inner cores via recreation theory, or if instead their pairing with inner cores is a deeper aspect of the clockwork architecture. Alright, well, all the notes from this guy are just like, I don't know really. Oh my gosh. Unlocked door in stable singleton's room. You have just unlocked a door in your stable singleton's room for the area I-1. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go into Bristol, but I feel like I'm gonna get locked in a box. Yeah. Get me out of here. You know, I've noticed that we are at this point on the internet where people just refuse to use normal language and speak normally. If that makes any sense. This is an I2 wig flower. Yes. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness, that is a formidable juggernaut. Oh my gosh, there's another formidable juggernaut. But yeah, it's kind of irritating. Everybody just uses, like, absolutely unhinged slang or words to describe stuff. Everybody just uses insert, like, something core or slop, and it's like, everything has to be a comparison to something else, and it's just talk like a normal person, please. Okay, there's a toll, and then there's a wrong way. Okay, I will pay the toll. There we go. Ah, Bristol, the shining city. How is this different from the other place? There is a Williston inside Bristol. There's also an I2. Okay, another message from my friend K. I mean, this means I'm making progress, I assume. If I keep getting messages like this, I assume it's because I'm progressing through the game. Alright, let me catch you up since we last met in person. This may help in your search. I started what I thought would be my dream job at the Inner Mechanization Agency. I never told you exactly what I did there. I was part of a team to solve very large-scale mazes. What they did is they put me in a 4x7x7 maze, and I stuck to the right, and I picked up health upgrades as I kept going. And then they had me do a cannon pyramid, and it was really boring. I was part of a team to solve very large-scale mazes. Sometimes I would get a personal assignment, other times we would work in teams, and sometimes the teams were quite large. We would be given schematics and blueprint descriptions for the mazes. We would be required to either solve the maze going from start to finish or prove that there was a solution. The finish point of the maze was called a core for some reason. When we were done, we would submit our report to the maze solution verification team. We would not hear anything from them unless there was a problem with our solution. Everything there was on a need-to-know basis. The problem solving was a blast, and I couldn't believe I was getting paid to do this stuff. However, more and more I become suspicious of the motivation of the agency. Where was the agency getting these mazes from? Why did the agency care about solving them? Oh, there's more every time. In my spare time, I continued the search that I began in college for the inner world. I still thought our Zara theorem was a clue. The cryptic nature of my job was a second clue. Solving mazes for hours a day does something to your mind, and it soon occurred to me that the inner mechanization agency building itself was a maze. The building was very block-like, which each block-like region of the building was labeled with a triple of numbers X, Y, Z. The building was 16 block regions wide, 16 block regions long, but only 9 block regions tall. It bothered me that the dimensions were not in an even 16 by 16 by 16. I suspected that there were 7 extra hidden floors below the floors I knew about. Let me mention that the entire building was underground, so I could not go outside and look at it. The search for the inner world in my spare time was combined with my solving mazes at work, which was combined with my search for the hidden floors. During my lunch break, I would walk around the building and memorize the placement of halls and rooms, which I would write down in a notebook as soon as I got back to my office. I made the notebook look like another one of my maze assignments. This all cannot just be in my mind, because how do you explain why I had such a strange job? I think I'm developing schizophrenia. I've made a grievous error. I love hearing his wife scream. What was that? Dude, it's fine. The sound effects for this game are his wife and him, so I didn't mean anything by it. Welcome to the Imp Disco. Alright. Change of plans, I'm going into the Imp Disco. I just realized there's more important things in life. Goodness. What is the purpose of this? Why did I do this? Is there anything here aside from imps? I mean, that might be a silly question, I know, but okay. Well, this is a really cool joint. I'm glad I was invited. Maybe I didn't realize how many levels there were to TS. Oh right, I died. I forgot about that. That's of no concern. So there's progress to be made. I need to go to Bristol. Okay, let's just check this out. Oh, I remember going in here, actually. I remember going in here and dying. It might be worth getting some upgrades. I dread to say it. So I'm pretty locked in for this stream. I've got my groove down, I won't lie. I understand this game on a deeper emotional level. I probably understand this game more than I do, thinks of something funny to say. Ah, yes, women. No one's ever made a joke, no man has ever made a joke about not understanding women. I mean, how could you make that joke? Women are so shallow anyway, what's there not to understand? Anyway, I know at least 2 women that would be very unhappy about that joke. That maze sucked. Okay. Nuke damage? That maze was so freaking awesome. I think I just need to get stronger, really. I think I need more upgrades. Oh my, what? No! Ad block, what are you doing? Blocked on this page? Yeah, my left ventricle, dude. Some days there's just moments when ad block doesn't work. Whenever YouTube is dedicating trillions of dollars to update their anti-ad block features. Corporations dedicating their entire net worth to getting around VPNs and ad blocks, even though that should be illegal. But, oh well. I know, there's gotta be some cannon pyramids around here. I still find the mazes in this game infinitely fun and engaging. I keep finding places you've never seen before. Have you played the game? Of course, this is a dead end. I'm gonna... Okay, that's whatever. Here we go. Did it. You know what? I don't like this place. This place is useless. I guess we're going into another. This seems new. Not really sure where I'm supposed to be going here. I assumed middle. That's where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to roughly go. I'm not trying to go roughly. I mean, like, I guess you know what I mean. I'm not a rough kind of guy. I'm very kind. If you deserve it, of course. I can be your worst nightmare if that's what you force me to be. But what are you, sir? Whatever. I've played these games before. Oh, and it's this place again. Which means there's a waypoint over here. Yes. I'm learning. You know what? We can handle the collapsed archangels, apparently. I am no more. Almost level 40. Ow. That is more cannon upgrade. I'm still playing this. What's wrong with me? I think you mean what is so right with me? What is just perfect with me? What went right in my head? Why am I just built so correctly to want to play this game? Is someone holding me hostage? Oh, I'm being held hostage by fun. Last you checked, I hated this game. Well, people grow and shrink. Screw my stupid fractal life. Anyway, this place is fantastic. There's concrete, I suppose. What happens if you die? You lose your ammo, but you restart at a respawn point, which you find around. What a beautiful place. I wish I lived here. Can you imagine? Flying around, shooting goblins and imps with your cannon. Take me to Bristol again. So, I believe there's upgrades in here. You can't comprehend what a fractal is? I pity the fool. It's okay. Some of us weren't meant to be just, I don't know, smart, respected, valued as a human being. It's okay. You can get a job like shoveling gravel somewhere, I'm sure. I believe in you. But for the rest of us, you know, higher beings, we're playing Fractal Block World. Oh, it keeps going. This is a Stony Air Cave 3. We've never seen a Stony Air Cave 3. Gosh darn it, stupid, darn it, stupid. Stupid, darn it, stupid. Oh well. What is this? Oh, these guys do damage. Oh no. I just have to heal through it. Oh, that's a lot of things. I will not be bested by this Stony Air Cave 3. This is looking bad. Okay. We're in for the long haul. My stealth build. So my rocket radius is so... Oh my gosh, my rocket radius is huge. Never... I could grind XP here. Yeah. Goodbye, enemies. Huh. If I can see you, you're already dead. Huh. Rubs my hands together like a fly. Rubs my feet together like a cricket. This is what all those Twiddledee laser forts did for me. How about that? Leave me. You're a nasty thing. Okay. I see it. I see the end is in sight. I rain death upon you. Render, you fools. And then surrender. Yes. Oh my gosh. You know what? That's a lot of money. Alright. That was good. That was productive. Oh, I see. A message. Message from Ton618. Did you notice how the walls in this room are made out of cement? Ha ha ha. He thought of that picture of the dog and he thought it was really funny. Want to know a pretty wild secret? You know how some Tau cave moons are of the secret type, which you can tell because the waypoint on the surface has a blue square at the bottom? Sure, man. There's a quick way you can tell if a block is a normal Tau cave moon or a secret Tau cave moon. Get close to the block and look at the word moon. If it is of the secret type, the second letter O will have a little blue dot in the center. Haha. Okay. Let's see, we've got a structure. You got too cocky and you're trying to slowly work your way through a pumpkin to get a trophy, but there's so many dissidents and vile menaces. You know what? I know the struggle, man. Sometimes you just get in over your head. Am I gonna become a Fractal Block tuber? What are you watching? Well, there's this little game you might have never heard of. because the only way you can get the game is by word of mouth. See, what happens is you hear about Fractal Block World, and well, all you have to do is pray into your Steam library, close your eyes, jump around, do 15 jumping jacks, spin around, cover yourself in oil, slap your belly, slap your belly, slap your belly, sorry, and then open your eyes, check your Steam library, see if it's there. I already know it is. But yeah, the goal of the game is to find the key to the universe and rescue your friend. I hope we're all caught up now. Anyway. Laser damage upgrade. Laser damage upgrade. Laser damage upgrade. I could do this all day. If you love Fever Dream games, so you're pretty interested in checking this out. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Maybe take like a Dramamine or something if you're new to it. But, you know, here, let's get out of here. I got lost in the sauce. I went too deep, really. I wonder, can I get through the biblical flies? Can something render? There we go. Well, maybe if I might had more EMPs. What does the black hole do, by the way? I can't help but notice it doesn't really do anything damage-wise. So I'm a little, well, I'm curious. My curiosity is piqued. Okay. Sorry, I just dumped coffee all over myself. I have a drinking problem. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I did it. Now everything is big and is going to kill me. From what I've learned, going into stony air caves, you want to go into the ones that are taller, because that means they're deeper. Which means this one will probably have a stony air cave 3 since it is deep. This is what we call dark mango psychology. I wonder how much damage I picked up from just grabbing those few laser damage upgrades, because I don't know how the upgrades in this game work. I don't know if it's linear or if it's... I can't believe I'm forgetting what the alternative to linear is called. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so stupid. Basically, the percentages stack upon themselves and results into a curved line, and I can't remember what... Oh my gosh. Yeah, exponential. Gosh, what happened to my brain? I feel like an idiot. Okay, multiplicative, that too would apply. That'd probably be more fitting for what I'm trying to describe here. Multiplicative. Are the upgrades multiplicative or are they linear? And do they just stack on top of each other? I could probably use more health upgrades, to be honest, and if I want to do that, I should probably go through some white flowers, I believe it is. I don't know, I was getting some really good upgrades whenever I was going through the cardboard paper boxes and the health towers. I am now realizing that it's getting to the point where any episode after like 2 that I release of this, nobody's going to be able to watch or hear anything I say and understand what I'm talking about. We've gotten to that level of the game where I just sound like I'm talking like a schizophrenic. Man, back whenever I was in college, I could do all that like made up witchery math stuff. It's all left me. Genuinely, one of the skills mentally that atrophies so much if you don't keep doing it is math. And kind of algebraic related stuff like chemistry and stuff. I can still handle stuff that's like memory. I still have retained like a lot of my biology stuff and my English stuff and music. But the process of like doing equations and math, it's like my brain has slowed down since then. I'm embarrassed to ever like have to do math on screen. I don't know what game would require me to do that. If I ever start doing like cool math games or something, then I'll be really embarrassed. But okay, guys, I'm gonna need to rail a few of you. One of the early texts says you can beat the game without leaving the Ying Forest. Is that like a tongue-in-cheek way of saying like you go into the Ying Forest and just find everything from there? Because yeah, I guess that's probably true. The Stony Air Cave 3 is kind of intense. But don't do that. Never do that. Don't ever do that to me again. Never mess with Reddit Nation again. It sounds like Risk of Rain music. Well, you might. What I'd say next, you might find it shocking. Okay, let's our freaking way out of here. Stop shooting at me. Die. Alright, so our EMP should be pretty good at this point, right? Alright, EMP, go. That's pretty good range. Could be... Hey guys, could be better. I did want to see about this green thing. I don't care about the bilge rat. Never mind, that's a minor rat. Not even worth my time. Ooh. Yeah. There's a bilge rat. Oh, there's bilge rats everywhere. I dread it. What was I doing? Right. Take me to the white flower. I need health upgrades. Alright. Alright. Well, let's not be ridiculous here. Here we go. Danger white box device. Okay. Thank you. Let's try that again. What if I become a Fractal Block World YouTuber? Would you guys like that? Like I talk about the lore of Fractal Block World and all that stuff, you know? Do a deep dive. I would not like that. I would not like that at all. Oh, hey. Alpha Cube. I was looking for one of these. For some reason. I can't remember why. There's a field of text boxes telling me that there is an entrance 5 feet away. There's some interesting choices in this game sometimes, but you know, it's alright. I'm just gonna kill everything. That is a vile menace. I dread the name. Oh my gosh, laser damage upgrades. Oh my gosh, laser damage upgrade. I love this cube. Laser damage upgrade. Laser damage upgrade. Oh my gosh. Gosh, the laser freeze time is so long now. Never go inside a red maze flower, you will regret it. I love the horror stories that some of you give me sometimes. It's just like, don't go in the red flower. My canon is pretty good. I've been meaning to ask, but I didn't want to embarrass myself. What is that, like, what's that thing at the bottom left? That little, like, sonar looking thing? Yeah, the thing with the bar beside it that's constantly, like, going up and counting down. Let us say that the left back down room of this cube is in position 111 and the treasure room is in position 13. I'm just exploring, dude. Don't worry about little old me. How do I commentate over this game? I'm still haven't quite figured that out. Sorry. Bounces off of the big belly. Sorry about that. Gulp. So, left back. Message from the movie Cube, 1997. This may be hard for you to understand, but there is no conspiracy. Nobody's in charge. It's a headless blunder operating under the illusion of a master plan. Can you grasp that? Big Brother is not watching you, dude. That's exactly what Big Brother would say. There we go. So, left back down is 111. So, forward 3, up 5. Or up 4, I guess. Up 2, forward 4. Alright, so down. Get out of my way, you vile menace. You brute. So left, back, down. So left. Up 4. Maybe. There we go. Found it. Oh, more rocket radius, you EMP radius. You really shouldn't have. I did the Alpha Cube. Yay. Why would there be a toll booth to nothing? Is it just to the pink ring? Surely not. Maybe that is true. Maybe that is get this mana true. All I know is, never mind. There was just this right here. Alright. I wasted so much time. Alright. Oh well. How's my laser doing? My laser is quite good. What is a blood boy? And what's a glass? Oh my goodness, that is dangerous. Okay, maybe I don't go into the green right now. Have a gift. Okay, well at least I can kill Blood Boy if that's the last thing I do. Yeah, take that, I guess. Lol. Okay. that has been explored. I know what the green is now. EMP upgrades, actually. It's a good thing to know about. Everything I do in this game is just like, suddenly the entire game is just detoured. What are you? This is a purple well, there are no monsters. The treasures, the following 3 dark hole damage upgrades. Okay, that could be good. But what do I need to do? If there's no monsters, is it a maze? Are they just in here somewhere? Do I go to the bottom? Okay, what are you? This is a red rose. Well, I just had someone tell me not to interact with this. Oof. Why is that part of the soundtrack? It's like the SpongeBob Hooks episode. I was told all about you. Now I've heard about you. I've heard things. Where is your guardian? Oh. Okay. EMP does not work. Who would have thought? I would not have thought. Yeah, that was instant. EMP works for 2 seconds. Alright. The only reward is ammo, apparently, so I don't know how worth it is, but... You know what, let's just go. The entire goal of this stream was to go into the second layer, and I've kind of been dilly-dallying. There's just so much content. Question mark. Let's go. Let's see if I can survive now. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm gonna see as we go deeper into the Infinity Flower. Here we are. Here's something. So that's scary. This is scary. And alright. Montreal. I'll never be able to escape Montreal.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. No.
No. Welcome to level 2. It has enemies that can hit regardless of line of sight. You know, from my perspective, that's been like 50% of the enemies. That's not true. There's been like a couple maybe up to this point. Well, let me go into Montreal. Let me not zap myself on the electric fence. I wish Montreal had an electric fence. I know nothing about Montreal. If this is what Montreal is like, then I'm a questionable goon. I relate to that. Right now you're in the Montreal maze. There's one entrance up into the Montreal city somewhere in this maze. I can shrink to explore the ground. It's just trees, okay. Thank you. There's little trees on the ground if you want to have a look. I'm good, thanks. Whatever. So like, did the dev of this game have like a fetish for mazes or something? I'm curious. I have no idea really. Message from my friend Kay. Look at the smiling monster in this picture. That is Overlord. I hate these with a passion. They do not hurt you when you are the same size as them, but when you are smaller, they deal a lot of damage and they also take less damage from you. So when you are in I2, which is where you'll find lots of these, it is wise to look around before you use a shrinker. This is a picture of a fanatic island. The island in the picture contains a fanatic monster, which is purple with black dots. This monster hurts you whenever you're less than a certain distance away from you. Whenever you less than a okay. Unless you are more than 5 levels deeper than the monster. What makes this monster so nefarious is that it damages you even if you are not visible to it. So you cannot establish a base next to a fanatic. If this Montreal town you are in now is close to a fanatic, which causes him to damage you, then I advise you go somewhere else, or to go deeper. In terms of going deeper, note that on top of this Montreal city, on top of the high voltage lattice, there's a green square with a fanatic weed on top. Catch me zonked out on the fanatic cart. A fanatic monster drops a dark hole max aim upgrade when you kill it. Fanatics are true believers, so to speak, but then again, I am a true believer of the hidden world. I know that it exists, and I want to convince others of this as well. Maybe one day you'll find me wearing a purple dress with black polka dots. Okay. Here's some places to find gold in the world. Fanatic Blue Caves and Fanatic Weeds and I2 Aladdin's Cave and I3 Desert. Medium gold asteroids and high gold asteroids. Alright. Buy a blue key for... okay. So like, you just... so I'm just bypassing the maze, so like, do you just kill me if I don't have a blue key? You... Well, that answers that. It's a very intense security system. Anyway, there's so many Montreals everywhere. It's my worst nightmare. This is a Fanatic Island. Right below this text box is a well with a waypoint at the end. There are occasional blackberries on the grass. Okay. There are vines hanging from the trees. You can see vines with a 1 on them. Within those are sometimes vines with a 2 on them, etc. Each number reveals interesting areas. I2 vine bundles. There are spruce trees on the big trees. Okay. There might be a willow tree, purple. These often have mystic vines hanging from them. Thank goodness. Well, let's go. Well, this is a place. Do I want to go through this place? Have I committed already? You know, it's fine. Relax, I can handle it.
I am the angry pumpkin.
Oh, I don't think I can handle it. You know, these spiders kind of hurt, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you bastard. Go. My rocket. Go, rocket. That's farther away than I thought it was. You're almost there. I'll wait. There we go. So this blows. Why are you doing so much damage to me? I've done nothing to you on like a personal level. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Alright, it's a message from my friend Kay. Do you ever wonder why there is so little information about you in this world? It is all about me, me, me. Maybe that is because this Fractal Block World exists in my mind, but you exist outside my mind. The thought that you exist outside my mind is kind of romantic, although perhaps I've lost touch with what is romantic. I would say so. And what do you mean it's about you? It's about you because I'm not the one leaving notes everywhere. So I'm curious about the orange. And that's not something I say lightly, but I am curious about the orange. This is what is this? This is a small cannon gym. 33% of the time there's an ammo depot inside. This light blue structure you are on now is called a Fanatic Weed, also known as a Fanatic Lattice Growth. Okay, well why do we have to have multiple names for the same thing? He thought, what else could I call this? Why does it need 2 names? What are you? Pla times 2? These are weed rings. Goodness. A mathematician definitely made this. A certain type of person made this. Mathematician, sure. If you make it to the center island, you'll find treasure. Between the rings are lots of monsters in the air, however you can safely travel from one ring to another by going through covered bridges. In the trunks of the brown trees you can find some EMP cities. I was hoping for that. So yeah, yep, this is cool. Yes. Oh my goodness, there's monsters. Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot line of sight. Or lack thereof. Actually, I've got an idea. So I fart on you, but then oh, this is not gonna be enough time. Okay, never mind. I blame you. Pirate. Shiver me timbers. Man, I feel like I'm kind of weak for this area. Yeah, these unsavory goons are quite strong. Just let me into this bich. Gosh darn it. The humble collapsed archangel is no more. Wow. So I can just keep doing that? I could just keep infinitely going into these orange Fanatic weeds? I guess that's kind of nice. I've lost interest. I've lost the plot. Okay, I'm going to big. I'm going to big all over the place. Avert your eyes. I'm trying to think of where I need to go to make progress here. I assume this place feels significant, but EMP City. All right, sure. We'll go to EMP City. What are you? This is an I2 wig flower. Alright. Not quite. Not yet. Maybe whenever I'm in the mood. Oh, what is going on here? So EMP City. Am I meant to be using EMP here? There you go. Am I welcome in your city now? EMP City seems a little boring. It's okay, EMP City kind of sucks. There's the Guardian. This doesn't happen to be a boss fight, does it? Death upon me. I can see the Guardian. This is the ticket. This is my ticket home. This is my ticket out of here. Black hole go. Oh, that is doing damage. Yes. Goodness. Get him, my nukes. Oh gosh, maybe okay. The Guardian is dead. That's it. Everybody, freeze. What do I gain here? Well, I killed the Guardian. Is that something I should be proud of? Certain entrance here? Yes. What's going on here? What is this? Alright, there are many places to find EMP ammo. Okay. Okay, this is EMP info, I guess. This leads me into... Aha! We apologize for the slightly low ceiling in this room. You know what, man? It's alright. I'll forgive you. Alright, alright. And... there we go. Alright, trophy for EMP City. You need to find Richmond's... Oh, no! That was a close one. Almost made a horrible mistake. The last thing I want to do for today is explore these yellow cubes. Orange. I'm not colorblind. Orange cubes. This is a nuke radius cave. And I can find entrances to I3. Oof. I3. I3? This is my ticket out of here. What do you have to say to me? This is a laboratory vine. If you shrink enough, you can enter through the walls. The core shaft has Scorpius portals, Danville towns, and laboratory monsters. Okay. This is Fanatic Island Air. Thanks for the info. I don't know. I might be rushing to I3. I don't think I can do that just yet. What is this? This is the mirror gate into I3. To get into I3 here, you need to pass through a house of mirrors. Actually glass. This will involve lots of backtracking. You may want to find another way. Okay. So you're just telling me, yeah, you can go through here, but it kind of sucks. Okay. Here, take me into this white flower. I gotta think on this. I gotta ponder on this. So many health upgrades. Alpha Cube, alright. We'll just take a quick trip through the Alpha Cube. How fun is this? Are you are you entertained yet? I want a girl that'll play Fractal Block World with me. I need a friend named Kay to explore Fractal Block World with. 1274. Okay. There we go. Time. Let's do another. Do I go through another one? Yeah, sure. I'll indulge myself. Okay. Makes things easier. Alright. I feel a little stronger now. I feel a little better about myself. I'm intrigued by the purple. I can't help myself. Oh. Okay, I'm in the inside of a willow tree. You can probably find a purple mystic vine hanging from this tree. To interact with this area, you must leave the tree, shrink, then come back here. Having trouble coming back here at a smaller size? Use your EMP weapon once it is strong enough. Yes. Ah, I see. I see why you'd want the EMP. I'll just, see, we're fine. Alright. So, what do you have to say? You are red. This is a null disco. Alright. Not entirely relevant to me. So, you are going to tell me there's an easier way. This is a common gate into I3, that is, if you fly through the black with red outline walls at the center, you can enter group 3 of the Infinity Flower. I might be able to do this. Alright, everybody, stay put. Message from my friend Kay. One member of my very large-scale maze-solving team was Jane. She was very smart, she had a photographic memory. She would first look at all the mazes carefully, then she would take out her knitting needles and start creating a scarf or hat or whatever. She would just knit and knit, not looking at anything. I guess that was her way of processing information. Within a few days, she would submit her report of the maze solution. I noticed that some of the stitches she made were strange. It was almost as if they were mistakes, however, instead I think the stitches were some kind of way of calculating, like an abacus. I remember once we were assigned a quite large maze to solve, and this did something to Jane. She started knitting a purple scarf, but she never stopped. Days passed, and then a week, and then 2 weeks. She barely ate and rarely spoke. I wonder if she constructed an inner core in her mind. That's just too much for her to handle. A couple months later, I visited Jane at her house. Her parents were taking care of her. When I got there, I was disturbed to see how long the scarf was. I looked at the strange stitches as if I could somehow decode them to get a clue as to the true nature of the inner mechanization agency. This is so stupid, but it's cool. It's just really stupid, but it's cool. Here, let me visit Donville. There we go. I'm used to mazes at this point. I think I'm going insane. Where am I and what the heck is happening? Well, I'm trying to enter Danville through a maze. You see, I'm in a willow tree, and I'm really trying to find... Well, I found the entrance to level I3 of the Infinity Flower that I need to go through, but I'm visiting Danville first, just to see what's up. You know, some nuke upgrades, and I pay the toll, and I'm free to enter. And that's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Ugh. Ugh. Alright, what am I looking here? This is a list of all the I2 trophies and where to find them. Okay. Well, luckily I'm not achievement hunting this because I'm not mental. Oh yeah. Okay, well, there's that. And what is this? Message from my friend K. I have undergone a transition. In the past, I yearned to enter the hidden world and to prove that it existed. Now, on the other hand, I'm stuck in the hidden world, and I cannot enter back into the normal world. More than that, I'm doubting if I can prove the normal world exists, and I'm even doubting the existence itself of the normal world. Perhaps it was just an illusion. I'm doing two things, doubting and forgetting. I begin to doubt if the normal world exists. Perhaps it was just a simulation carried out in the hidden world. Perhaps it was an illusion in my mind. What is my mind? Who am I? What is my name? Do I even have a name? I can't figure out my name. I do not think it is written down anywhere other than the letter K. Why is that? Do I have a body? So yes, I'm forgetting who I am. So yeah, I'm forgetting who I am. Or even, if I existed outside this place, do I even have a friend who would come to save me? When I write these messages, am I just talking to myself? Does anything exist outside my mind? I think me doubting if anything exists outside my mind is called solipsism. How do I know that word? Did I invent it? Probably. I am quite clever. And yet not clever enough to either enjoy my situation or pull myself out of it. Or maybe I thought it would just be more fun if someone existed outside of myself to rescue me. That must be it. I am freaky. Huh. That must be it. I am freaky. If we save Kay, I'm afraid they will be significantly traumatized. No. Something exists outside of my mind because you exist. Come on, Kay. Try to remember. Let's see. What was the critical event? I was exploring the halls of the Inner Mechanization Agency looking for the hidden floors. I was in a restricted area that I did not have authorization to be in. I saw someone walk around the corner. I darted quickly and bent over to use a water fountain. I drank the water as the person walked past. When the coast was clear, I stood up and I inadvertently looked at the bulletin board above the fountain. There's a piece of paper with a yin-yang symbol on it with the words, "Maybe it is hiding in plain sight." The instant I saw the yin-yang symbol, my consciousness changed. I recognized it right away, even though I had never experienced it before. It was the hidden world of Zar I had been looking for in college, the inner world. I panted and shouted, "No!" Immediately, I was snapped out of the Zar, but I would never be the same after that. I had seen the world. I grabbed the piece of paper, put it in my pocket, and rushed back to my office. Okay, well, cool. I could buy nukes here. The most I would ever spend on a single nuke is 150 gold. Okay, going from having a mental breakdown to... I would never get scammed on buying a nuke. I2 trophy, oh my gosh. I love reading. Message from my friend K. I decided to try to enter the hidden world of Zar at work. I looked at the paper I stole from the bulletin board and willed myself into the Zar world. My mind was transported into Zar. My body performed my job. I was solving a very large-scale maze. Doing so, I felt an interesting sensation. Ooh. As I was getting closer to finding the exit of the maze, which at work we call a course, obviously, I could feel something growing in my soul. Maybe growing is not the right word. Maybe the right words are being constructed. I could feel my stomach inflating. It was as if the energy in the food I ate was being converted into this growing core inside me, but the energy from the food I ate was not enough. My heart and mind were also required to build this core. Once I solved the maze, I perceived this bright spherical object inside me and my senses were heightened. I think this object should be called an inner core. I was excited to go home and use this core to explore the plants in my apartment with my mind. I wish in real life I could shrink down and fly around the house plants in my house and shoot at bilge rats and biblical flies. I want to shrink down and shoot nukes at the gnats in my house. I went out to leave half an hour early when I bumped into this guy that was always talking about his boat. Got any plans for the weekend? He said as he smiled with a stupid, toothy, evil grin. The instant we made eye contact, I entered into him. I shrunk down and I flew into his eyeball and I found a cannon pyramid. I could feel the bright core that I had constructed leave me and be transferred into his mind. My heightened senses dropped like someone had just turned down the lights. My inner core was wrought for me. I'm not sure what that man does for his job. I wonder if his true job is just to make eye contact with the maze solvers. You realize how schizophrenic this sounds, right? I started building an inner core with me, and whenever I made eye contact with this other guy, I could feel he stole my core. This is real competitive schizophrenia. Many other times I would try to enter the Czar world with my mind and do my job at work. I was able to construct various cores, each one a little different from another. Most times he would take the core with his eyes. I found a pair of sunglasses on the ground of the park, and I would wear them as I left the building. This helped somewhat. Unfortunately, the building has a retinal scanner that you need to use to go in or out. Once I was able to get past the man, but the retinal scanner took the core inside me, and it left me with a headache that lasted an hour. I prefer eye contact with the boatman over the scanner. The following became an obsession of mine. Is there a way to take the inner cores I construct in my mind while solving mazes out of the building? The building has no windows, so I cannot have a friend standing outside the building who I make eye contact with. I wonder if there is a way to transfer the inner cores via eye contact to someone who has the ability to forward the cores to the appropriate channels. I figure out how to do this. I wanted to ask what a person would do if they had many inner cores, however instead I phrased it as, what would you do if you had unlimited resources? Okay, what is this, a new flower? This is a primary small blue flower. There's some rail and a health upgrades in the center. Okay. Yeah, let's go into the small blue flower. What are you? A sentinel. Alright. Alright. Okay. Yeah, no, if I entered the Czar world, I probably wouldn't have a good time either. I'm not built for this. I don't realize that there's levels to TS, I guess. This is utterly ridiculous. Looks up from the pail as I finish milking my cow. This is utterly ridiculous. Darn it, I was not going towards the center. I was going out. Story of my freaking life. My stupid baka chud fractal life. My incredible gassy giant fart attack. Okay. What is this? Vocals in my Risk of Rain soundtrack? Wow. It's making this fractal block adventure feel strangely emotional. Is this a treasure room? My railgun damage is gonna go pretty crazy. Okay. More reading. Alright, message for my friend Kay. I wanted to know what a person could do with all the solutions to the mazes that we were finding at work. In my mind, these so-called cores, I like to imagine these mazes are literally just like people are losing their mind out of the paper mazes that you just have to draw a line through. This is just a business. The mechanization agency is just a group of people that I think just get a kick out of making schizophrenic people lose their mind. That's all this seems like to me. It's not an agency. They're bringing schizophrenics into a crack house and giving them mazes, and they're losing their minds. They put yin-yang symbols and other stuff on the walls to just confuse them more. In my mind, these so-called cores, which are the exit points of the maze, are like a resource that we are mining. One byproduct I get from... You could make a pretty good case for this game just being about schizophrenia. It actually makes a lot of sense if you look at it from that perspective. One byproduct I get from my job of solving a maze is the creation of an inner core in my mind. I went to the coffee room and I saw a coworker that I respected for her intelligence. I wanted to know what she would do with an unlimited supply of inner cores, however I dared not be so explicit, so I phrased it by asking what she would do with an unlimited supply of resources. She stared at me seriously for a few seconds. What would I do with an unlimited supply of resources? This guy doesn't have much game at all. Then she chuckled and Then she said one word, recreation. But what do you mean? I said. You know, recreation like sports. We have quite the recreation area in this facility. You might be interested in that. She smiled and walked away. A few days later, I went to the rec center. To get in, you needed a key card. To get in you! The door was surprisingly sophisticated. It was a very pretty door. The word recreation was written on the cement wall, but there was a chip in the cement between the first E and the C, and I ate it and it tasted kind of gross. It almost looked like a hyphen. Of course, I thought, not recreation, but recreation. The process of creating again, but what do we do with all these inner cores we create? I applied for a key card for the rec center and I got it after a week. There was a rec social event to get to know people. I went there while my mind was in the Tsar world. He went there high. It's generally looked down upon. I would introduce myself to someone and ask them what they would do with an unlimited supply of resources. I got some interesting answers, such as build the largest laser tag arena or build a bigger recreation center. I would look into their eyes briefly and this would create a perception of them. Some people felt caring, some people felt arrogant, some people felt scared. I would be scared of you too, Kay. I connected with one woman who said the following. What would I do with an unlimited supply of resources? Easy, cure cancer, what would you do? I had a standard answer I'd give for this. I would develop the technology to destroy large asteroids before they hit Earth. Oh, that's easy. Just send a team of drillers up in a spaceship, drill a hole in the asteroid, and put a nuke in the hole. I liked her style, and when I made eye contact with her, it gave me a good feeling about her. If I had to put it in a word, I would say she was well-founded. Oh, Kay was never the same after they hit the Tsar cart. I dread it. I lost the 50-50 for a secondary one. Snaps fingers, kicks ground with foot, stirs up dust, looks up at sky and sighs. Darn. I was really hoping for more. Okay, that's Danville. Kind of sounds like Anvil. Isn't that interesting? Not really. Okay, it's time to go to I3. This game makes me do the freaking Bonnie and Chica death rattle from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 sometimes. Here we go. That's scary. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Alright. Alright, so this is a raspberry, okay? To get the treasure, you must go into the central cube and shrink many times. I guess I can participate in this. Alright. So gosh, you guys are hurting me. Well, this is a fun place. I'm feeling a little unsafe. Yeah, I expected that. Back here. Hopefully there's no I4, am I right? Maybe I need to go into the raspberries. That is the scariest prospect, is me needing to go into the raspberries. Oh no. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Okay. I'm gonna call that good for this stream. We entered I2 and are now on the precipice of I3. I think that's progress. You just finished the game and you feel kind of depressed about it. I hope I find the ending impactful. I hope I feel depressed after I'm finished with it. I haven't felt like that after a game for a long time. But maybe this game will do some things to me. It already has, I think. You've been religiously watching this series. You guys gotta find better things to do. Mow somebody's lawn. Doesn't have to be your own. They don't have to even ask. Just mow somebody's lawn. Where am I right now? Well, you know what? I am about to enter I3 of the Infinity. I'm about to enter Infinity 3. Although I think I've learned I'm a little underprepared. I always forget how to play the game whenever I come back to it. So I've been trying to come up with some stuff. I always have stories that I could tell. And I've been holding on to this one. This is kind of a sleeper because I wasn't sure whether I should really talk about it, because this is a person that knows. I don't know why I shot that guy. Slaps you on your ass. Good job, gatekeeper. Keep it up. Anyway, it's in regards to a roommate I had whenever I was at college. And I'd be very surprised if he kept up with any of my stuff, so I think I'm in the clear to give my perspective, to give my side of the story and my experience. The expose on Ashton's roommate. Anyway, Do I not have cannon? Yep, I don't have cannon. At this point in the game, I have not collected any cannon. My videos inspired you to complete the game. Is that supposed to make me feel good or feel bad? That makes me feel guilty. I'm sorry. Anyway, so my roommate, I hope he doesn't, I hope the first video he watches from me since I left college isn't my Fractal Block World Part 5. I don't understand how that would happen. But anyway, yeah, so whenever I was in college, I had a roommate. How do I put this nicely? In respects to him, he was, let me clarify, he was a very nice person. He was very kind, very nice guy. Hello. However, he was maybe a little stupid. He was maybe kind of a dunce. I can't even remember what one of the first things he did. I don't remember the order in which events occurred. So I'll just ramble about some stories I have about him. So one time I got back to our room and I guess he was cooking for him and his girlfriend. He bought a couple of like New York strip steaks and also his girlfriend was over there. Well, let me first, actually I should first mention this. His girlfriend was over there more than he was in our 2-person apartment, right? Sometimes I would wake up in the morning to go to class. He wouldn't be there. His girlfriend would be there. And I'd be like, this feels really weird. And I'll just be like, hey, what's up? And then I'd leave. That's against the rules, by the way. We had like, you weren't allowed to do that, of course. Whatever, I wasn't gonna report him or anything. Anyway, so one time I was cooking for him and his girlfriend. And I walk out and I'm like, hey, something's burning. And this dude has, I don't know how you do this, but he's burnt like the steaks to the point where whenever I walked through the kitchen, there was, it looked like it was Silent Hill. I walked into the Silent Hill world. I don't know how that didn't set off the smoke alarms because our smoke alarms were like really active. I think the smoke alarms went off at least twice a week when I was up there and we had to evacuate the entire apartment every time, every single person. It was really annoying. I don't know if there's a problem with it or people were just consistently being stupid and somehow setting off the smoke alarm. But anyway, so he burnt a steak for him and his girlfriend. Very romantic. And he was just like, hey, do you want this other one? I have a third. I was like, yeah. And obviously I cooked mine fine because I'm a functional human being. Oh, Woody. Hey, what's up, Woody? This is a Woody basement. It has the standard basement layout. This sounds awful. This place sounds horrible. Another instance, and this was one of the times where it was particularly irritating, because I was just like, dude, no. But there's a point in time where he had his posse over sometimes, just him, his friends, and his girlfriend over at the apartment sometimes, and they would stay talking to each other until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Mind you, during like quiet hours during the final weeks of like the semester, due to semester testing and stuff, we were supposed to be especially quiet. We're supposed to have quiet hours all year, but especially during finals week. And they were over, I don't know, shooting hoops at 3 or 4 in the morning. And there was one night I was still up just because I don't sleep. I was probably about to. And he comes in, I'm on my computer and it's 3 or 4 in the morning. And he's like, hey, can we borrow your chair? And I was like, well, I'm sitting in it, and you guys have been here all night. But yeah, yeah, you know what? Sure. No, I didn't give him my chair. But I was just like, dude. Well, here's an I2 library. Well, hello. Goodbye. Okay. Top of the tower is the library for I2, the library for group 2, the infinity flower. Reaching the top of the flower is difficult due to the monsters. How bad can the monsters really be at the end of the day? Okay, alright. Yeah, these guys do damage. That is a science core. Awesome. I've reached the library. Cool. Alright. Library. Don't do that, Ashton. Oh, wow. Let's see. This is a lot of info. Okay. Toronto. I dread it. Toronto looks like a checkered block from the distance. The city has a maze which contains a rainbow flower in one of its rooms. You can find Toronto cities inside mystic vines. Here's another way to find Toronto cities. In a fanatic island, there are many vines. Go into a vine that says 1 on the side, then go into a vine that says 2 on the side, etc. Eventually you'll find a Toronto vine that has many Toronto cities in its core. Nice. Alright, so I3. Look for a block with I3 written on it in green. Yes, obviously. I know that much. The most common way to enter I3 is via an I3 wig flower. Here are some places to find them. The vault in this library, common gate into I3, which I found, the mirror gate into I3, I also found, and Nuke Radius Cave, I also know where that is, and then Toronto mazes. Oh boy, this is... well, this is info. Message from SN1987A. The gems of Group 2 of the Infinity Flower are its rainbow flowers. They show what you can do with the powerful force of creation. You can create all the colors of the rainbow. These flowers are special because they contain lots of ammo, they also contain damage and experience multipliers, which stack. Thanks for gracing you with more of this, you've been waiting. Well, thanks for watching the videos, and also I'm sorry to have influenced you in this way. Am I planning to stream more frequently? I would like to, but I don't know if it's possible. That would be great, but I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm still iffy on if I'm gonna follow through with streaming tomorrow, honestly. I've been, doing some major job searching. I think I've applied to like 10 places in the last 2 weeks. I definitely could have applied to more, but I'm a little preoccupied, to say the least, so streaming might not be the highest priority for a little bit. A vine with the number 1 on it has a chance of containing a pirate vine, obviously. I love information overload straight to my brain. Alright. Okay. I understand. I am so proud of my I3 wig flower. Even though I hope it will be common within the Tsar universe, I want to make sure a copy is stored safely as a backup. So I have put an I3 wig flower within this red safe, right here. Message from Proxima Centauri. My research area is in the botany of inner space. Inner botany theory, obviously. My advisor was SN1987A, and much of my research was done in his botany lab. My primary focus is to graft part of the one flower onto another to create a sort of hybrid. A team which explored I2 brought me a sample of the group number 3 part of the Infinity Flower, commonly called I3. I was able to graft this onto a flower which grows abundantly. Now entering I3 is easier. You just need to find one of my flowers. My flower is called an I3 wig flower. Collect my freaking pages, dude. I had originally planned to call my flower Hybrid Infinity Flower. However, here's the story. I was presenting my new flower at a conference, and to my amazement, the infamous Sagittarius A** was sitting in the back of the audience. The infamous, the one and the iconic. After my talk, he approached me with a smile and thanked me for my work. He seemed to really like the pink sphere at the top of the flower. He said that wig flower was a more canonical name for my creation. I'm not sure what wig means, or even if it is an acronym, but I'm going with his advice because old Saggy, is privy to more of the bigger picture than most. You're just getting pushed around, man. Others have copied my work and taken part of the Infinity Flower and grafting it onto a more common flower. These are all called wig flowers, provided they have a pink sphere. That jokester Ton618 created a prank version of the I3 wig flower that simply contains another prank I3 wig flower, so you cannot use those to go anywhere. There are also prank why? Anyway, finding Toronto in real life, I dread the prospect. Anyway, sorry, I almost forgot about rambling about my roommate. So, our fridge broke in our apartment one time when we had to put in a work order to get a new one. So, upon our new fridge coming in, and I don't know why he did this, he set the fridge's thermostat to go as low as it could, and I didn't know about that. And so, I remember one time I took some meat out of the freezer and put it in the fridge to thaw, and I kept checking on it, and then after 3 days of me checking on it and noticing that it was still completely frozen solid, I thought to myself, that's not right. So I found out that he, for some reason, turned the thermostat in the fridge all the way down. By that point, a lot of stuff in there had frozen, like the milk I bought was frozen, the yogurt I had bought was frozen. Basically anything I had bought was frozen. My mustard was frozen. And I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of things, whenever you freeze them and unfreeze them, they don't exactly retain their properties. So my yogurt was ruined. I was really sad about it. Lampreys are scary, I know. They're quite scary. Would you say they're scarier in real life or game? Because they're pretty unnerving IRL too. Provided they can't survive a nuke unless they're like one of those animals that can do that. Supposedly, people always say that. I really don't care for this minor guardian, and I don't know why he's trying to fight for my attention so much. Get off of my screen, man. You've been sharing some of my videos in the server. That's really concerning for a few reasons. One, people are gonna come to my stream and bully me. Two, everyone that watches me play this game that has any idea of what you're actually supposed to do probably hates me. And I don't blame them, to be frank. I'm kidding. I appreciate it. I appreciate anyone sharing my videos. They should be shared. Why shouldn't you grace the world with my presence at the end of the day? You know what I mean? I think anyone who doesn't watch my videos is really just missing out on a very important human experience. Blah, if I had only looked down. Why would I use markers in a maze? You think I'm a loser? We only use Sense of Direction here, which is a very good song by Infected Mushroom that you should listen to. How do I traverse a maze without markers? I just remember where I've been. Obviously. I was gonna say if that was a dead end, I was gonna rip my chest hair out. There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to nuke you guys. I just gotta get the full fractal experience, I suppose, by subjecting myself to cognitive behavioral therapy, or whatever. You guys don't really understand, do you? I don't understand this. You guys are like, oh, I take notes and I use maps. Why? You just take it raw. You know, it ain't that deep. You can handle it, trust. There we go. Another one down. So, I hear you guys like this game. We don't want to talk about the minor guardian, guys. I'm trying to pretend he's not there. I'm glad people like this game. It really is a game, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, you can play it and you can press buttons and, you know, stuff happens too. Boy, does stuff happen. What got me into Fractal Block World? Really, it's a pretty boring story. I just saw a reel of it on Instagram and I was like, what in the world is this? And the rest is history, really. There we go. And I would say that really didn't even take that long. Here we go. 1 gold. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Gaming Tua, don't ever say that. But here we go. Here is one-way entrance to group 3. Gulp. Do not fly above the trees. So, I3, so far, not a single marker bought or placed. And that's just how I like it. Oh yeah, the minor guardian finally left the dude alone. I need a waypoint in a fashion that some brave folks might call immediately. Have my black hole. Well, we have this, we have, well, lol, we have, yep, lol. Aha! Progress. Now, fellas. Now, calm down. I know we're all passionate, but be sure, that's as I always say, backseat gamers will be flayed alive and hung by a meat hook. Back in my hamster tube. Well, hello everyone. This is I3, I guess. Lol, okay. Not necessary at all. I really could use some EMP upgrades, to be honest with you. I could use a lot of upgrades, but my cruel chat's like, progress the game, and I'm just like, kid in soldier uniform saluting, yes sir. My favorite feature though of the homing rockets is sometimes they don't do anything. No, I mean, I'll just go into like the beehive or whatever, you know, I don't care. Really, I'm kind of nonchalant like that. I don't care so much, so I'm fine with like going into the beehive or whatever. You know, I mean, who cares, right? I'm fine with going a little crazy here. I mean, it's whatever. This is a salmon mushroom. Oh, let me in. This mushroom has rail type treasure. It's time to get railed, baby. I don't like that. I don't like that. I changed my mind. Oh, I suppose I am no more. Just don't crop dust me. I'm peeved off right now. These freaking flowers are peeving me off. Pumpkin. Yes. See what I'll do for a blumpkin. This is a pumpkin. The vile menace. Gosh darn it. Your render range is far too low. I'm gonna get my balls handed to me on a platter. Lois the vile woman. Stop draining me, dude. This place blows, dude. Why do you guys want me to come to I3? Do I intend on playing modded Fractal Block World? No. It's a miracle I've been playing Fractal Block World for this long. I generally don't have the attention span to continue playing games, but here we are. Did we ever figure out the control to slow or halt movement? We did, and then all of us, forgot about it, which is very disappointing for all of you. I am no more. You vile creature. Oh, random health upgrades, that's nice. Okay, so I can run around this place picking up upgrades. Rubs big, greasy, oily belly. Shakes big belly around. Ooh, I'm so full of upgrades. Can I think I need more. Makes foil wobbling sound. I'm so full. I hope the Fractal Block Discord appreciates my commentary on the game. It's very insightful. But, you know what? I didn't think of putting on the parking brakes whenever I fired a nuke. That would probably help a lot in actually hitting enemies. I'm wondering what the best density is for health upgrades and other upgrades and such, because I remember the white flowers were pretty good. I'm just trying to think of what the best route is for getting upgrades in a timely manner. Of course, I basically left 90% of I2 undiscovered, so I did an EMP City and that was about it. Current music, we were listening to the Cult of the Lamb soundtrack, because it's, well, smirks, boss my head up and down, up and down, up and down head bobbing tweening animation used in every music video ever by any animator. Puts hands on sides of my headset, closes my eyes. I'm really grooving to this melody. Well, this soundtrack's pretty good. What can I say? If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, just go like watch a Mystery Skulls music video and just look at the head bobbing and you'll know what I mean. My laser is full to the brim. Oh no. Well, that guy's big, so it doesn't count, but trust me, my laser is full to the brim. And I'm not talking about this, points to the brim of my fedora. Huh. That's called fedora humor. I think I really am tired today. Alright, let's go look at the pink. I'm always interested in the pink. Is this another slamming mushroom? Am I gonna get slammed by this mushroom? Can we stop shooting me? I don't like the inside joke that I'm not in on. Man, it's such a good soundtrack, unironically. Sorry, I went off on a tangent, but it's really sad that the music artist for Cult of the Lambs passed away. Yeah, it's just a really unique... It's so fitting for the game. It's so unique stylistically. Oh yeah, Mylanthus. I heard about that. Humbug. Alright, you know what? Let's find a Mylanthus. Is this a salmon? Yeah, this is salmon. Well, I'm not fond of slamming my salmon, so I will departure from this world. Purge my existence out of this world. Great song by Camellia. Anyway, too big by far. Have mine whole. LMAO. Okay. Too small for Mylanthus. I wish I could say that's the first time I've heard that. A single tear runs down all 3 of my cheeks. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit, man. I miss the sentence mixing on the old Legend of Zelda. I forget, was that Dreamcast? What console was that game made for? My boy, I wonder what's for dinner. You must die, squadala. And so on. I'll spare you the details. If there's a collapse, ugh. I am no more. Bro, just hand over the I am no more. Don't! You're too big, die. I'm curious about this. What is this? This is a yellow mushroom. Is this worth exploring? Let's see what my enemy radar says. Don't look so yellow to me. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad. Maybe there's like a trophy or something in here, lol. Maybe there's a trophy. So I'd like the homing rockets to kill things, please. Are they not doing enough damage? Where have my homing rockets gone? Who ate my homing rockets? Was it me? Maybe. I am gluttonous. Oh, those are... Oh, I'm walking into dangerous territory here. I got that. Don't look at me like that. The homing rocket is kind of dumb because it also targets the zooming projectiles. Okay, so that's why I never hit anything. Swell. I am no more. Who can relate to this one? I'm out of here. I think we're on our way to escape in this joint. The lovely flower fields. What are you? You are... This is a portal back into I3. Okay, so there's just portals all over the place. I guess that's convenient. There's also... Colchester? My hometown? I missed you. This is Colchester. Yes. I knew it could be. Usually this monster has a delay before it hurts you, however this one does not because it is guarding a door. Okay. I am no more. It was a pretty crappy guard. In I3 now I just have to find hell. Swell. It's a lot of wig flowers. Ah. What are you? This is a large white flower. You go in through top and complete a 6x6x6 maze to get the treasure. Warning, it takes a while. There's also a quick but challenging side entrance that leads to an area beyond the treasure room. There are many health upgrades in the treasure area. Warning, there's not much variety of ammo inside. There are 4 types of large white flowers. 1, no ammo. 2, cannon ammo only. 3, laser ammo only. And 4, minigun ammo only. This large white flower has cannon ammo, as opposed to Fanon ammo. So you're telling me I need to go to hell? Why would you say that to me? Okay, well, first things first, I'm gonna take a little break from this place. And before we make any sort of major progression, I did want to try... Where's my highest waypoint? Here, we'll just go here. This is gonna make me nostalgic. Back to where it all began. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't even leave the tutorial platform. Why would I? No, I think I did go outside. This is just another waypoint that I had. Yes, yes, I understand. Hold my hands and tell me what to do. I clap my feet together in the air. I lay on my back and I put my hands and feet in the air and I do tummy crunches and I laugh and I spittle all over myself. I get it. Have I tried growing as big as I can? You're gonna be amazed when I tell you that might be what I'm doing. This feels wrong. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, this is the the Minger sponge. Pure Minger sponge. I swear someone called it a merger sponge at some point. Got any text boxes for me? Who up minging they sponge? Shyly raises hand. Well, this is a Minger sponge or something very similar. Okay. There are no monsters or upgrades here, but there is some gold. This is merely a place to let your mind wander. To leave, you must be the size you are now. Beware that when you shrink, you may become too deep to come out and you may need to respawn. So... Just to let my mind wander, you say? Yeah, Fractal Block World needs a bigger community. That's why I make these videos. I care about the community. Why did you guys want me to do this? Oh gosh, where did I just put myself? Are you telling me I can go deeper into the sponge? Am I hearing this right? Am I hearing that I can go deeper into L'Éponge? Bob L'Éponge? And who are you, pray tell? Okay, well, I did it. I got an achievement. It's fitting, considering how accomplished I feel after that. This really is a beautiful Baka fractal world. It's okay. I'm used to the backseat gaming. I feel like after doing Hollow Knight, that stream, I enjoyed the whole game and I enjoyed the streaming the thing, but I just had to have fun with it at a point, because the backseating on that stream was something. It is what it is. I guess people enjoy the game and they want other people to enjoy the game too, or they just want to tell people what to do and have them so they can, I don't know, live vicariously through them and watch someone else experience the game. However you want to view that. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about this because I got some comments on my last video. I kind of did like a spiel about backseat gaming on the last video, and a couple people were like, I feel bad if I backseat game, I apologize. And I'm like, listen, you're fine. There's a big difference between, this game is obviously very complex, there's a lot to it, and there's a tons of secrets, obviously. I know I am never going to be able to explore this. If I ever wanted to 100% this game, I would definitely need a guide, obviously. There's a difference between being like, hey, there's this stuff in the game, or hey, there's a secret here, or hey, maybe something happens here, or, you know, if you want these kinds of upgrades, this is where you could find them. That stuff like that, that's helpful. Whenever I talk backseat gaming, like in Hollow Knight, if someone says like, hey, you missed a secret wall that's like incredibly hidden, and I go back and I find that secret wall, I'm gonna be like, oh, thanks, because that secret wall I never would have found that. Whenever I talk backseat gaming, I mean like people that are like, okay, go here, go here, go here, now do this, now do this, now do this, now do that, and now go here and do this. That's backseat gaming. Just like the tips and commentary, to a degree, is fine, especially with a game like this. I don't consider that backseat gaming, at least in my opinion. I think that's fine. Just to clarify that, because I know some people left a comment on the last video like, I'm sorry if I backseat game, and if you're worried about it, then I guarantee you're not a problem. I shall go up as... Yeah, there's a difference between giving advice or like helping if I'm stuck, and then there's I control you like the marionette. I am Purple Guy FNF. Anyway, not to go on like a tangent, of course, but kind of to go on a tangent. Wait a second, you're telling me I can get bigger? Can I just get big enough to the point where this guy leaves the fractal world and just goes back to his 9 to 5 or something? Oh, that was crazy. Well, I never had a friend named Kay. The plot is so thick right now, it could coat the back of a spoon. And that's just what I'm looking for before I am ready to bake. Okay. It is, to be fair, with this game, it's funny whenever someone's like, hey, if you want this kind of upgrade, you could find it in the Tweedledee Haunted Mansion. And if you tell me that, I can't even call that backseat gaming because I have no idea what in the world you're talking about. That's fine, that's just funny. Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. I just had a realization. These are areas I've seen before. I can grow through the oak trees, right? That's a thing I can do. I recall that being a feature, maybe. Something like oak trees are the only way to grow in the Tau Moon Cave area or something silly like that. Look at me, I can retain knowledge from a text box I read 3 or 4 streams ago. Give me health. No! Just almost lost my cool there for a second. We'll take it the safe route. You feel like a boomer watching this, you have no idea what's happening. I really do think the confusion transcends age groups. I left Minor Guardian down there. We'll come back for him, trust. I would never abandon Minor Guardian. Get out of my face with that. Huh? I hate the goon. I hate the goon's face. There we go. This is fantastic. Alright. I want out of this place. I love this music. It's so splunkus. I'm looking for a bigger oak tree. It's your fault specifically. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. Nice, convincing argument, man. Goodness gracious, throw me a boner here. I blame you. Take mine, black hole. It's kind of an overreaction, I think. What, do you mean how, like, the most powerful monsters in the game is, oh, finally, are pool balls? Is that what you're talking about? Well, yeah, if I got disintegrated, if I got sucked into a black hole, you wouldn't catch me making a big deal about it. Women don't find that kind of stuff attractive. Trust me, I've learned it before. It's a great way to lose interest immediately. Okay, now I gotta be really careful in here to not let these ruffians kill me. What is the Fractal Block World? Well, my fellow inner botanist, I ain't got no idea. You know what game had really good music? Battle Block Theater. That was a good game. That was funky. Funkier times. And now it seems we're only in slunkier rhymes. I dread to say it. Okay, gosh darn it. Why must the plot thicken? I didn't grow up? What? Gosh darn it, am I stupid? Ashton, you mongoloid. Okay. Here we go. Now, look at us. I'll hold on the waypoint. Oh, there's always bigger fish. If I suddenly became immortal and went to Fractal Block World, I could explore infinitely. If I was immortal, I think I'd probably be interested in other things. I'd probably go into Fractal Block World as like the last thing I did. I love hearing the occasional grunt or bow behind the music playing. I swear if I need to go through another oak tree, I'm going to lose my gourd, my melon. The biblical locust has his eyes set on me. I am filled with dread. Oh yeah, I'm close. Don't ever say that. Don't say it like that. I'm fractaling. I'm fractaling everywhere. Oof. Text. Text? Did I see text? No. Goodness gracious, this place feels threatening. Quick, give me... What do I need? Give me rails. Rail me. Quick. There's the sun. Guys, give me a split second, please. Let me... Gosh. Yeah, take my money. Why are there laboratories everywhere? Okay, get me away from this joint. Do you mind having less range? Could I bother you? What's my favorite ice cream flavor? Just the one where they the one where they grab my hair and pull me over the counter and beat me with sticks, dude. I don't know. Whatever. I just don't care anymore. Whatever. What are you? Where am I? What are you? Hello? I'm just in stony air. Alright. Get him. Got him. Alright, stimulus. Just give it to me. What is this? Hello. You are outside the star disk of this galaxy cube. In order to shrink and explore the solar systems of this galaxy more, you must go to one of the 4 vertical edges of this galaxy cube and shrink, or you can engage in intergalactic travel, assuming this galaxy cube is in standard outer space. To do this, exit the galaxy cube and continue to enlarge. You can quickly enlarge into outer space level 2. To enlarge one more time, to enter outer space level 1, you must enlarge inside a giant red cube with a 1 on it. If you enlarge all the way into outer space level 0, you can fly over to Mylantis, which is an orange cube with a M on it. It can be argued that Mylantis is the center of the universe. It could be argued, couldn't it? Okay. Alright. Okay. That is a big old fool over there. Oh. This is the Milky Way, I think. Now what am I looking at here? This is outer space level 2. This consists of 2 regions. Filaments and voids. Filaments consist of hundreds of galaxies all clustered together. Voids are in between the filaments. Inside voids, you can find gray cubes that are alpha Minger sponges. To grow into outer space level 1, you must reach a giant red block with a 1 on it. I can see Mylantis from here. I can see my house from here. I'm nearly galaxy-sized right now. Ugh. It's not my fetish, but It'll do. See the giant 1 cube go there? If only there were text box telling me what to do. People that are like, okay, go here, go here, go here, now do this, now do this. No music is crazy. I thought you could just enjoy my presence. I apologize. Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I didn't want you guys to feel like intertwined with my soul or anything. The music got bored, said, what are you doing? Be better. You know what? Let's go. Yes. Yes. Oh, don't look at me. Oh, don't look at me. Waypoint would be flantastic. Points to the flan I'm holding. I'm doing the opposite of going deeper. Well, if we're talking in like terms of deep space, you'd say you're going deep into space, right? That's what I'm doing right now. Thank goodness. Okay. I'll buy a couple of those. More of this. I'm not too concerned about money. ATM. Intergalactically gassy. Incredible, really. This stream needs a hero. I'm a little sick of this blue guy that turns to look at me. I dread the blue guy that turns to look at me. It looks like a South Park character. The cube is real. It wasn't just a painting on a brick wall. Well, get me in here. I'll be getting bigger. If you don't mind. All right. We are in outer space level 0. It's time for my Atlantis. This, my legs are quivering, I'm rubbing my feet together, I'm clapping my fingers. High gold asteroid. To be honest, I am a little curious about the high gold asteroid. It can be done later. I'm excited about my Atlantis. Yeah, you could say I did get to level 6 from level 7. That's one way you could put it. You could word it that way. Well, this is fun. I feel like I'm on a road trip with you guys, but instead of going anywhere meaningful, I'm just floating through space towards very large cubes and not saying anything because I don't know how to commentate over this. Alright, well, get me into this bit, I suppose. I mean, I don't want to put it that way, but that's the only real way I can think to put it. Is this my Atlantis? Is this my Atlantis? Or is it yours? Did you drop this? Die. So, thank you for that. We are in the My Atlantis Top Garden. Let's see. That's a lot. Oh goodness gracious. Sorry, I'm so many hungry middle-aged women. I'm drooling, sorry. A lot of jumbo flowers. A lot of flowers around here. I guess it's only deserved. I noticed there's a nice cityscape down here. We have a laser freeze time upgrade. Room 7 out of 15. The planet Atlantis, where you are now, is the greatest source of Rejuvenex in the universe. There are 3 Rejuvenex refineries on the surface of Atlantis. They are next to the big 3 mounds on the surface. Each Rejuvenex refinery has 3 inner layers, yellow, orange, and red. If you make your way to the innermost part, you'll find a Rejuvenex upgrade, which will increase the rate of your health regeneration up to the 200 percentile level. That's just not... I don't think that's the right situation to use the word percentile. 200% level. The deeper you go into the Atlantis planet, the more you will find these Rejuvenex refineries. That is, as you go lower from layer 1 to layer 2 to layer 3, etc. of Atlantis, you will find more Rejuvenex refineries. Thank you for saying it in multiple ways in case I didn't understand the first time. Money? Room 13 of 15? Okay, you just don't say anything? Alright. Room 2 of 15. Flying through outer space level 0 can be quite lucrative. The isolated yellow chunks are actually high gold asteroids and they are great places to get gold. When you see 2 yellow chunks next to each other, one above the other, one of the 2 chunks will be a lockbox. A lockbox requires a yellow key to enter. There are 2 types of lockboxes in outer space level 0. One of the 2, the grained one, has the combination to the Burlington City combination lock. And this is an orange, which 2 gives a flap. All my duck audience members will really think that's funny. You need a key to the universe to pass by. Well, looks in my pocket. I left that at home. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I think I picked up a few fire rate upgrades. I'm not quite sure, but I think I did. Thanks. Oh wait, sorry. There you go. I don't want to let that go unnoticed. Thanks for the $2 for Fractal Block World. How much really is there to this place at the moment? Aside from the treasure room that I got, there does seem to be quite a bit of stuff here, but I guess I'll check out the library. I must enter from the bottom? Yeah, I know. That's every other tower. Every other tower has functioned that way in the game. In fact, if you'd given me a couple of seconds, I might have done that. Message from Fornax A. The Mylantis Council has mandated the labeling of a path from Mylantis, this planet, to the deepest known depths of inner space where one can find inner cores. Actually, the scope of the project is even grander. They want the labeling of such a path starting from any suitable location. The Council is calling these paths collectively the main branch. Oh, the origins. I've been assigned to lead this operation. I've created 2 teams. The first will find suitable paths to SN1987A's recently constructed botany lab. The second will explore and label the most promising specimen in this lab, the Infinity Flower. From the very top of the top city of Mylantis, where you are now, the main branch is simple. Go to the orange that has been planted on the back right corner of the garden. Welcome to the library, the Mylantis library. You know what? None of this is important to me. None of this matters. None of it matters. None of it makes sense. It's not supposed to make sense. Well, I understand. It makes sense to me. It's pretty simple. Did we have to construct this place in this way? Oh. Okay. There you go. Supermassive black hole. Someone wanted me to discover that. Okay. Someone specifically asked for that. So these are all the maps, it looks like. This is what the entrance to hell looks like. There are many of these entrances to hell in I3, but alas, there are other entrances to hell elsewhere in the universe. Boy, do I know it. Within hell, you can find hell flowers. These contain inner cores and keys to the universe. Right. Well, now I know what to look for. To be honest, I'm highly interested in the asteroids. But I have a waypoint here now, so we'll be alright. Alright, let's go. Riches await. The one piece is... veal? Ugh. All these juggernauts make me nervous. They're big and strong and it intimidates me. Let me in. Let me out. Gulp. Alphabetical order, Ashton. You can do this. Who made that? Whoever named that was an idiot. Anyway, let's try this again. Nobody told me there were enemies in this game that could hurt me. And you know, it's kind of a depressing parallel to real life. I don't think I was told enough that there are people in this world that are bad and would do harm to me. And that's the saddest part. Guys, Frozone freeze. Huh. I'll put that in my Aura Fonk anime blue lock edit. Okay, so I'm noticing there's enemies in here. But more importantly, I'm noticing there's money in here. What are the lamprey? This asteroid is yes. Yes. No. Okay, I got the secret trophy. Can you, dude? My way. You're in it. Get out of it. Hello. Runs into your big belly. Sorry about that. Question mark. Oh, it's okay with you? Well, alright. There's so much money here, I could almost buy a Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. Maybe if I finance it. Okay, I'm good at 10,000, I think. I'm good with 10,000. Pay 400 gold. I'm good with 10,400 gold, I think. There we go. Oh, look at that. What did you... Sorry, what did you call me? Did I read that right? Anyway. The entrances to hell, as they're affectionately called. A map I can find around. Alright. Here you are. Buddy, I'm entering you. Please have no scary demons. No scary lampreys, please. It's just a friendly dissident, nothing to be concerned about. If this is a maze, boy howdy. Just imagine how great my inner core will be once I solve the maze. You know what? It's a good point. I do like all the dead ends in this place. Man, I used to be scared of collapsed angels, and now they're scared of me. I think. I don't know. It's unnerving. It's interesting that this is the game that decided it was going to perform well on my channel. No offense to any of you, of course. I mean, you guys are all like mentally messed up, obviously. Like you're like psychopathic, apathetic lunatics, right? With like no sense of morals after playing this game. But it's interesting, really. I simply am no more. I love mazes so gosh darn much. I love them so much. They give me so much material to commentate over. They're so engaging. I love going through different hallways, finding a dead end, and then going through a different hallway. I am no more. Gosh, here we go. Do I think this would be easier or harder on paper? Is that what they were doing? They were doing this with paper? I don't understand how you'd make this 3D space in paper, but oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. That was kind of entirely worth it. Don't forget to go into the White Caverns. Of course, I'm a white male. I would never forget about the White Caverns. More numbers and a pirate. Don't look at me like that, dude. I'm surprised I'm here too. There seems to be a few enemies around here. Our goal is simple. I need to find hell. And we have even more schizophrenic number sequences, which is good. My mind was feeling a little too calm and collected. I needed some numbers to set me straight. My favorite Fractal Block YouTuber, I love your Fractal Block videos. They feel better than drugs. They also screw your brain up more than drugs. Do I need to stop? Am I enabling people? I feel really bad. Is this harmful? Halfway up some of these giant white columns, you can find the cities of Burlington. These cities are carved out of the stone of the columns. You can see them in the distance as caves above blue cubes. They are architectural wonders. Each such city has a central tower with a rare treasure. The city also contains many buildings that become infinitely smaller. Legend says that a secret is locked away deep in the inner space of these cities. The secret is locked behind the Burlington city combination lock. Look for the Omega symbol. And finally, each city has a garden grown by Tegan. Who cares about Tegan? 2,000 homing rockets. I'm sure I could have found it in i3 without much time, but hey, look, I'm exploring more of the game this way. You should be happy for me. And look at this. We have Cat Block. This is Burlington's Showdown Tower. No. Guys, I know I can go to the top tower in the corner. I'm trying to explore the game that I've never played before and look at things. I'm not trying to rush straight to progression. I already skipped over like everything in i2 and i3. Let me explore the cityscape. There's a place in the city for elite people, Club Green Apple. Okay, only the creme de la creme need apply. It takes a yellow key to get in. Okay, you can find the club significantly under Tegan's garden. Okay. Swell, I guess. Alright, let me just I'll just progress the game. I'll do it. My shackles are heavy. Alright, this is Tegan's garden. Figures. Okay, nice place you got here, Tegan. So this is just like everything. This is a jackfruit. Okay. This is a lot of stuff here. Quick, give me what's the scoop here? Alright. I am seeing things I've never seen before. Turnips. Is this a carrot? Am I supposed to believe this is like a carrot field? What is... Hello? Okay, more flowers. We have... Alright, let's go. Hawktua flower. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah. Bad care RNG. I would have no idea. Yeah, this seems like a really good place for grinding. Maybe I'll do some of that off stream. No, I'm not playing this game off stream. I wouldn't want you guys to miss out, and I wouldn't want to play this on my own. If I shrink down even more, I think I could be going somewhere with this. Yes. Gugh, I didn't realize things would be so cryptic in this game. I never would have expected that. So from what I can see, there's no hell entrances here, so I'm going to leave unless I need to shrink smaller in this area, which I don't know if that's the case. When I enter an I3, there's a map. If there's a red block on the map, that is hell. Okay. So here is I3. Blue checkers map. Blue checkers map. Not you. Not you checkered. Who checkered? You blue checkered. I missed the map. What? I am here. Oh, gosh. Okay. That's what you mean. Okay, that makes more sense. I did not realize. I thought I was looking for another, like, actual screenshot PNG map of the area or something. Alright. So that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Somehow that makes a lot more sense. So I'm seeing Violet, and I'm seeing what looks like a hell portal to me. So I am here. Am I to assume the upright way is forward, so if I go this way, that'll be the proper way? I probably could have gotten a better generation than all the way in the corner, but oh well. We found hell. Okay, so these are maps. Oh, okay, it's right there. Wow, wow, look, we found HE double hockey sticks. This is the surface of hell. Hellflowers grow in the shafts below the surface. Inside hellflowers are inner cores which guard keys to the universe. Yes! Yes! Give me a waypoint, please. Really, I need a waypoint would be fantastic. Oh, there's demons, fittingly.
Access denied. Access denied.
Well, access denied, I suppose. Do I have a shrinking problem? I don't know what kind of innuendo you're trying to make here, but I don't appreciate it. No, I have a drinking problem, but that's something else entirely. Alright. I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. This is, okay. Yes, I did it. This is a hellflower. A holding container for a key to the universe guarded by an inner core and a swarm of minions. Okay. Oh yeah. You're about to enter the fruit of the hellflower. A long battle awaits you before you reach the central lair, which holds the inner core. You'll probably want to use the health-stealing aspect of your railgun. Okay. Hell's Showdown Shaft. Do not call it that. I don't care if that's actually what it's called. Don't call it that. Dangerous shriek. Gulp. Okay. I'm going to gracefully sidestep the nuke. I'm not, that's the crowd I'm with here. A bunch of Deltarune and Undertale music fanatics. Ugh. Get nuked, broski. That's gonna take a few years to get to, but whenever it does get to you, you're gonna wish you weren't so freaking mean to me. Access denied. I got this. I've got this. That nuke is going somewhere. Ooh. Oh, my blood is pumping. Heal me. The compromised nucleared something. Oh, you're so right. Some hidden tech we have going on here. Did we really need intense music for this? This feels mental. Go. Wow, that's a lot of chunks you're saving there. Okay. Getting past all that without using armor from the boxes is quite the ballsy move. I'm quite the ballsy guy. Message from your friend K. You're so close to saving me. You can release me from this Fractal Block World by getting the key to the universe that is guarded by the inner core in the chamber below. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've got no nukes left, but... That... Go. Okay. Is there ammo in these? I knew it. And there's also growths. Perish. This is gonna be a real battle of wits, I think. We got this. This is a good boss fight. We don't need nukes for this. This is such a good noise. I am eternal. You are not Doom. Oh. Your friend, Kay, thank you for rescuing me. It was either my curiosity or bad luck that got me in here in the first place. I am lucky to have a friend like you in my life. I need a change of pace after being trapped in a quagmire. Want to do dinner and a show and take it from there? And it only took me 12 hours, 13 hours. We get to see his psychotic ramblings. Do you think he showed this to his students? Do you think he just put this stuff on the whiteboard every day? My eyes hurt. I was already tired before I started playing this game. And, so somehow this game gave me more energy. No, I feel like I'm the sequel to tired right now. Fractal Block World is officially done. Don't ever ask me to play this game again. Don't ask me to achievement hunt. If you really want me to play this again, you better like and subscribe, share this video with your entire extended family, and pray that this video gets catapulted into YouTube's algorithm. I think I've both aged multiple years and shortened my life expectancy from my time playing this game. But it was fun. Thanks for watching.